What'd you do with your other
And
ones?
we're live. Hey, good morning, my weirdos.
Good morning.
So, because of the word followers, because of Facebook and the word followers, I made a crack yesterday about fans and followers.
You talking about some crack?
Yeah, that's right. Well, that kind of, you made a drug joke that falls in line with where I'm going. So people go, oh, so it's like a cult. I went, oh yeah, that's what it is.
So we're a cult
My
now?
followers.
Your peoples.
Wow.
I need y'all all to wear some white togas and come to the party. We getting drunk tonight.
I was gonna say, what colors are we throwing today?
Well, if you take the right pill, you're gonna see all the colors.
Right.
I just thought that was funny because I said followers, and it was like, what? What'd you say? I should have said, and I'm buying the Church of the Now.
Yes.
As long as it's not the pill that they took Sunday night on Fear the Walking Dead.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
I didn't watch that. What pill?
I guess it
The
was a
pill. It's basically arsenic. It kills suicide.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Suicide by pill.
Yeah. And then she went nursing on her mommy because it was a kid.
Nice.
Well,
Yeah.
you can't really use the word nursing because people will think about that girl I call Boobs on Facebook and visualize like really nursing. Could we call it a throat lozenger?
Yeah, she took a bite out of mommy.
Took a bite of crime. Yeah,
After She
man.
ate some arsenic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
golly, man. That and I actually like the idea that the fear of the Walking Dead because there's so many unanswered thoughts of what happened.
So is the fear the before?
It's the prequel, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: I would stay on the damn island.
Yeah.
You've got it
They
got
made.
the fence up
You've
already.
got it made.
Yeah.
Rick and them would love the island.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then,
'Cause, I mean,
him and Michonne could have all kinds of babies.
That's right. The island's set. I mean, they've still got power. I mean, they still got water.
And every
I'm
once in a while,
sure,
some of the walkers would wash up,
Oh well,
and then they're right there at the fence killing them.
that's
so,
right, man.
Just like they were at the prison.
And if they did it right,
Mhm.
they could build a fence so that they'd have their own batting cages. I'm
Or they
just
could
saying,
always-
True.
it'd be entertaining.
Yeah.
What are you doing today? I'm going down to the batting cages. Got to get my swing on a little bit.
Right.
And they can always eventually make the fence like they did, like they have it at Alexandria.
Yeah. And then don't even worry about it.
Right.
Yeah, because I mean, you got water. Yeah, it's salt water, but you can
Sure.
use that water. You can get the salt out of the salt water somehow.
You can boil it.
You got it. They got a dock. Go get some dynamite. Blow some of the rock on that big cliff down so that the beach was a lot of rocks. That means no walkers are going to be able to get past the rocks.
That's true.
See, I'm a man with a plan.
Well, you talk about boiling salt water, just like on the show Naked and Afraid. A lot of
I've
places
never watched that show.
that's a very good show.
I've never watched it.
Dude, you need to watch last week's. It's good.
Yes. But you talk about, making water sanitary to where you could drink it.
Yeah.
But all you got to do is boil it. If you boil anything long enough, you can
Well,
drink it.
the catch behind salt water, and a lot of people don't realize this. If you take, say you take a pot
Mhm.
and you boil the water, the thing you have to figure out, and this is the complicated part, the thing you have to figure out is if you could put a glass over the top of it, because you can't use plastic because the fire melted.
Right.
But you could take glass so that the steam, which is the actual water, is evaporating, and then it hits the glass and then drips into a second pot.
Well, then, yeah.
And then now you have fresh water.
Right.
But you have to figure out the catch on how to do that. It's possible. I've watched other survival shows where they show how to do that. But that would be your biggest catch, is trying to figure out how to do it.
And some of these people they send down there don't have a clear.
Oh my God. The last guy that they sent on Naked and Afraid had no hunting skills.
No.
None.
And they send these people down there and they're like, I don't know how to start a fire.
What gets me is what makes you sit at home
I think you could do
and
it.
say, man, I could do that. Like, the reason I'm saying I could do it is I remember in Boy Scouts, all the stuff that we had to learn, which is really cool. I mean, like, we had to learn certain things,
Right.
but we also wanted to learn it. So it was cool. And I already watched these shows and kind of pay attention a little bit. I'm not saying I want to go survive like that, but if I had to, I'm going to survive. Your dogs will no longer be safe.
Right.
Because I'm
You're
eating.
gonna eat.
I'm eating. Somebody's chihuahua will end up like a rabbit over a fire. I'm sorry.
Did you see the
Yeah,
one with the woman?
Actually, it'd be all your chihuahuas because one is just not enough.
Yeah, and I know that you got to eat, but
We'll see if
just
Buttercup
feels-
tastes good with butter.
I know, right?
Oh, she about got her butt handed to her this morning.
Did she
Chewing
eat your
up.
We
shoe?
got good morning from Corey. I'm a little bit behind, trying to keep everything going.
Good morning, Corey.
Did Buttercup eat your shoes this
Alex
morning?
says this is like basic chemistry experiment in junior high in England. So, I think it's important. Back in the earlier days of mankind, if you will, I'm sure these people had to learn a little bit of survival in school, but I think we've kind of went away from that, and maybe we need to start kind of teaching that again.
Well, like in high school now, they don't allow you to play with fire for the fear of burning something down or burning something up.
What,
So-
they don't have any Bronson burners anymore? Isn't that what they're called? Bronson burners?
Yeah. But I mean,
not
they
after Bronson did a couple of movies and killed people. Charlie wasn't allowed anymore. No, but you got to
Charlie
figure all the
and something.
weirdos now that these kids didn't used to think that way about blowing their schools up. I mean,
Oh yeah, that's
I mean, they
true.
still have them, but
I'm sure
only
they're
for
locked
the
down.
certain students, like your honor
like
students,
the advanced
Right.
chemistry type.
not for the ones that.
Yeah,
are
the potheads aren't allowed to be around beakers anymore
No.
because, they started smoking crack in it.
Oh, Alex said Bunsen burner.
Yeah.
You,
Mine sounded funnier. And no, to answer your question, Abby, she did not get my shoes. She actually got the cord to one of the satellite speakers for the surround sound.
aren't those usually wireless? Or no?
No, this is like the main base,
Oh.
and then the satellite speakers.
How did she get the cord?
Because somebody left it in the floor, had not hooked it up yet, and she got the cord and chewed the power cord up.
I'd have beat somebody's tail with that.
There was nothing left. There was nothing left to smack her with.
I've seen your house. There would be a 2x4 laying somewhere.
Oh, those are all outside.
There would be a way to beat the hell out of your dog. My dog knows what a flip flop looks
Look,
like.
there's a paddle laying on the floor right over here.
Yeah, let me take it home. And then I don't know what's got her thinking that she can just jump on the futon, because I have a futon for a couch.
Okay.
And after I got on to her about that, she disappeared. And I'm like, where are you at? And I go and I walk around, and she's sitting on the futon. And I was like, okay, you're getting it again. So,
Don't you have a fenced in backyard?
oh, yeah.
Then out the door she goes.
She went locked up.
No.
She went locked up. So she gets to sit there in her kennel and pout while the rest of them get to play. She's in timeout.
So speaking of
Yes, I put
timeout
my
in
dogs
school,
in timeout.
I can give your dog a time the F out.
No.
Well, speaking
I
of
don't know
time-
that there's going to be a check back in time,
No.
but I can offer you a free checkout time.
Yes. Scottie's good at the checking out.
And I know exactly where her room and board will be.
No.
There's room
3
and
acres,
she
wooded
will
lot.
be bored. That's right. I can set her up with a boyfriend.
Yes. He's there waiting patiently for a girlfriend.
Oh my gosh. No.
They just lay around all day and look at the stars. Well, never mind, because it's all dirt.
And look at Buttercup. Look at Buttercup.
Yeah, you want me to go take that dog on a trip, a long trip down a
No.
short road.
That's
All right,
about
what
all
was you gonna say before
No,
before
you
I
were talking
try
about
to strangle her
timeout.
dog?
No, that's fine. Is did you get Ashley's school all squared away?
No, I have to deal with that tomorrow. I have to talk to her teacher because things are
You
crazy.
don't have much longer. You better hurry up.
I know, and I don't have anything that they say that I needed because of the move. I can't find anything, so I have to see if I can.
What are they needing from you now? She's about to graduate.
I don't know. It's just crazy. She was quite funny this morning, though. The bus driver was sick, and it was a new bus driver,
Mhm.
and she had no idea who he was. So I walk her out, she comes down the ramp, and my van's right there.
Mhm.
So she can't see the bus yet. And then we get around the side of the van and fixing to come out from underneath the carport, and she just stops. And she would not go forward for nothing because she saw the bus driver and it was a man. And she's like, that's not Miss Charlotte.
But here's just a stupid question. It's still a school bus.
Right. And that's what I was telling her.
It's still a school bus.
I was like, come on, Ashley. It's your school bus. And then she saw the bus monitor. And then, so she was okay. So she.
I mean, that's
forward.
cool though that she, was.
I mean, she would not move.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to say the word smart enough because it's not that word, but
it's just out of the norm.
You know what I'm saying? It's cool that
normal.
she was very observant enough to go, ooh, I'm not sure if I'm getting on. I mean, it does raise those questions because we don't have to think like that most of the time.
Well, you don't, because you're not normal.
And where
hey, I recognize all the school bus drivers that drive by my house because they give me the finger. No, I'm just kidding. They do give me the evil eye, though. They give me the stink eye.
Socializing with you.
They give me the stink eye. It was funny. I was on the phone with
my the stinky leg.
No, I'm pretty sure it was a booger. I was on the phone with my lawyer. We're fixing to have a lawyer sponsor, by the way. But I was actually on the phone, and he's actually my lawyer too. So I was on the phone with my lawyer, and I went, "You're never going to believe this. All the buses are in the 25-mile-an-hour zone, and they're actually traveling 25 miles an hour. Like, what the hell is going on?" And I was laughing.
What did you do?
And about that time, I'm watching them fly from the middle school going towards the high school. And I say fly. I mean, they're going 25. I shouldn't say fly. Not typically. That was this morning. Anywho, as I look left and I'm walking down, moving some of the election signs, I was like, hey, hold on. There's some weird truck pulling up. And so there's this white Silverado 4-door, unmarked, tinted windows. And as it gets close, all the popping of the strobe lights start. And I'm like, apparently somebody's stopping to talk to me because I don't know who's fixing to stop.
Was it the man?
It was the man. And he's so much like Charles Stanley. It's funny. So I reached in. He says, I want to thank you.
At least y'all could look eye to eye.
Yeah.
Y'all about the same height.
He says, I want to thank you for keeping up with this. He says, if all the other people would actually be part of the community. And I just said, I was just bragging to my wife about the guy you are. I said, I think it's really cool. I said to my wife, meeting him was like meeting somebody in church. He's just a super good guy. And he says, well, I've been down here monitoring this, blah, 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 blah. And I said, actually, and I showed him my phone. I said, actually, I'm on the phone with my lawyer. I said, how funny is it? I just said, oh my God, they're actually traveling the speed limit. Now they were giving me the stinkiest FUIs that you can get, but they were traveling the speed limit. And what's funny is you're the douchebags that are breaking the law, not me. So he pulls off. I think everything's fine. He hits me up this morning because I sent him video of the buses that speed through here at 10 minutes to 6. And he sends me back something and says, by the way, as I left you yesterday, he says, I witnessed one of our buses ride somebody's butt, so I stopped him. He said, we basically said, when we get back to the yard, we'll have a talk. And therefore, they gave him a good lecture on his way home last night because he stopped to drop the bus off and had to go see the boss.
Oh, wow.
So with all that being said, but the thing is in the mornings, it sucks that I have to make myself do these things, but it aggravates me. So I'm like willing to do it. But on Tuesdays, I take the trash out anyways. So before I make my coffee, I take the trash out. So 5:45, what buses used to wake me up from roaring past the house, since I'm taking the trash out now, I just video. And you can see these people forget that I own a bus. So I know what a bus sounds like. I know what the diesel sounds like when you're flooring it. I know what the braking's like. I own a bus, you idiots.
But they don't think like that.
They don't think that because they're piece of crap idiots. And I hope they're listening because you are a piece of crap idiot for driving people's kids around like this.
Look, my mom drove a bus for almost 12 years, so I'm right there with you.
These people come, you can hear the bus as it's coming off of Old Salem. I mean, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. It's quiet. You hear them flooring this bus. And then when they come around that curve, I got them on video coming around the curve. They are flying. But then you hear them let off the diesel. And they coast past my house. And then about the time they're passing this street before the high school, they floor it again. So I'm like on the video going, well, yes, they're actually slowing down past my house, but they're stupid. They're still not stopping what they're doing. And I hope every one of them loses their CDLs and can't feed their families because that's a horrible thing for me to say. But the fact of the matter is the first time they hurt somebody's kid because of their negligence. I told him in a message this morning, I said, it's sad. These are adults that we're talking about.
Yeah.
These are adults that have other people's children at their mercy.
Yeah, and where you're dealing with the school buses flying or flying on the street.
Well, it's not just the school buses, but I can't seem to get anything done about the cars speeding, but I can definitely get something done about the school buses. And if the school buses start actually following the law in the school zone, well, then if they're driving 25, then the cars have to apparently run 25 too, because they can't. How about this? As I was passing, after I talked to him yesterday, me and Crystal had to go get something. So as we were passing Old Salem, passing the fire department on Old Salem, on the right-hand side going into Conyers, it's a 1-lane road. On the other side, it's 2 lanes.
Right.
But it's really not a lane. It's like a turning lane sort of kind of for that neighborhood. We watched 2 cars coming out of the curve as you're coming towards the fire station go around a bus.
In the turn lane.
And I don't even know that I'd call it a turn lane, but yeah, they went around the bus. And I'm just like, if this county started right, here's the thing. We don't have the money for street patrols, and we don't have the funding to stop and do traffic. And well, you start writing citations. Wow, you can increase your budget. Because if you started actually writing tickets in this county, look at the revenue you would make. And who's going to bitch and complain? The people breaking the law.
Yeah.
And who cares what the people breaking the law says? You shouldn't be breaking the damn law.
Thank you.
Yeah, every day.
Passing a school bus coming out of a curve. What if the bus would have decided to turn right on Docks Road? Because as soon as they come out of that curve, it's a right-hand turn on the Docks Road.
Right.
That bus might have hit the turn signal, and 2 cars.
But they all suffer from a disease. It's called HUA. Head up arse.
Well, every single morning or every single day, whether it's in the morning or in the afternoon, somebody runs the stop sign of Ashley's bus when she's being unloaded or loaded.
Does that bus have the video monitor on the side of the bus, like where it could take pictures?
I don't know if our county's doing that for the outside yet.
I
know they have inside.
I know Newton County does it.
We need to wonder.
They're very religious about it.
Well, this is insane, absolutely insane. And what what could happen though? What could happen is she could actually pull more middle of the road and just stop the traffic while she's doing that. You might need to. I'll give you his email address.
Oh, I mean, I can just say something to Miss Charlotte.
Anybody, yeah, but you can always go above her head. I'm to the point that there's always a boss. I'm tired of dealing with people that don't want to do their jobs.
Yeah.
Oh, and people can say that it makes me an asshole, but let me just say, I've already been dealing with this, trying to do it the right way for so friggin' long that I just now do it the way I do it because I got to get effects. I have to get the effects. I have to get it done. It needs to be taken care of. What
is it that all these people running, they're saying, well, we need to be proactive instead of
Alex,
reactive.
you're a dick. He says, what happens when they get a picture of you speeding? Do you actually believe for 1 second, as much as I've bitched about speeding, that I'm going to speed in this county? My name's on the back of the bus, dumbass.
And on the
back of my van. I'm definitely not. I can't sit here and bitch and be one of them myself. Come on.
He can't even go to Walmart.
Be smarter than assuming that that's the error.
He can't even go to Walmart without somebody seeing his van.
What the hell? Like I can't go anywhere in this town. Do you think I'm going to be the activist bitching about stuff and then I'm the one that's going to be doing it? No, that's not going to happen.
He said yes. Hey. But yeah, the one lady that ran the stop sign yesterday afternoon, it was quite funny because she actually slowed down once she ran past the stop sign on the bus and looked at me like I was doing something wrong. Having my daughter unloaded at the driveway.
Because you're stopping her from doing whatever she's doing.
And she went down and went all the way. Now, there's 2 ways to get into my street.
Then let her get the hell out the other way.
Exactly. That's what
inconvenience her.
That's what I said, because she went down and around the lake to the other side. So if you see the bus sitting there and you don't want to turn in right there off of the Ralph Road part of the road, go down to Stanton and go that way. Man,
you should have seen what we did the other night when we was backing people out from the birthday party. I go out there with my spotlight. I got an LED spotlight that will shine 600 yards like it's nothing. I got it on strobe. These idiots are topping the hill coming from the school, and they're not slowing down. Like
No.
they're gonna bully me. Well, guess what? I got a sledgehammer, I got a gun, I got a flashlight. You're not gonna bully me. I don't give a shit who you are. I'm over this letting people think they can bully people. So as I'm trying to back my mother and my daughter out of the driveway, this guy comes flying and then wants to throw his hands up. I got the spotlight out there just flashing it like a strobe, telling him to slow down. Well, he decides to flick me off. Ooh. Oh, your finger. Sure did hurt my feelings.
I was about to say.
I'm so sick of these dummies. People want to think I'm an asshole. You know,
hey, you ain't seen asshole yet.
Here's always the question that I try to explain to people. What is worse, the fact that I'm pissed off or the fact that you did something to cause me to be pissed off? Everybody needs to realize it's cause and effect. Cause you're a jackass, that's why I'm going to affect you.
Right.
Yeah, because, I mean,
I'm just waiting for the day that you get stop sticks and throw out there.
You know, if I wouldn't go to jail, cement blocks through windshields would be the way to go.
Yeah.
Bricks throw really easy. Gravel throws really, baseballs throw really, hell, a BB gun. But I would go to jail.
True.
So
I used to roll basketballs down the driveway in the old neighborhood when we first moved in because people were flying up and down the road. And you know, when they had to slam their brakes on to keep from hitting the basketball, I'd say, well, now what would have happened if there would have been a kid running out after that ball?
Right. And here's the whole thing is I'm not saying nothing that people already aren't thinking. People can say whatever they want about, man, did you hear him say that? Oh, come on, don't fool yourself. You've thought about it too.
Yeah.
Because here's my problem. I now have a 2-year-old. If she goes running from that, if she just happens to run towards that street, do you really think a school bus running 55 is going to be able to stop? Do you think the SUV running 55 is going to be able to stop? No. That's why it's called a speed limit, jackhole.
Yeah, and see, when we were back looking at houses, there was this one road that we went to. It was down towards New Bern in Newton County. It was in a main street, and they had speed humps on it.
It all depends on what the city wants to do. It's a matter of will they do it or do they want to do it? And it wouldn't take much to put the speed bumps or the little.
Well, we got a neighborhood across the street that has speed bumps. Why?
Because they don't want them speeding.
But it's a neighborhood. Why? I mean,
because it used to be a cut through. You remember that?
But I'm just sitting here shaking my head.
Yeah, because that's the excuse that they gave you because this was a main road. They couldn't put
not a main road, and that's the stupidity.
But
part.
I mean, that's what they
said.
But
the thing is I got to do some research. Mike's supposed to be researching too with Georgia State DOT because
it's a county maintained road,
but
not a state.
But there's something happening in Washington right now about sidewalks to schools, and we got to research information because if the information told for me by a Henry County police officer applies, the fact that it's a sidewalk between two schools mean that this will overthrow anything our dumbasses in this county have to say.
There's a school district not too far from here that has sidewalks to and from school that has speed bumps. Madison. So they put speed bumps out there,
but you know. It is what it is. That's why after this debate, I'm kind of going to back us off the political crap a little bit. But I still personally will be dealing with the wrongs that this county faces.
Is that a hairball? Is that Buttercup's hairball? All
right, let's go to commercial. We need a commercial. It's 8:12. Everybody hang tight. We'll be right back. It's just fun in the morning. Don't do anything that we would do. And again, we always tell people, you do realize that some of this could be a little crazy.
I didn't mean to cough right in the mic, but it hit me. Oh my gosh, yes. Fun ain't the word for what that kid had, and I had no idea that my kid was as popular as she is.
Big prom?
No, it was the special needs prom.
They already had the big prom?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think when we used to have it. I was the teacher there.
Because when do they get out for school?
May 7th.
I don't fall for the trick.
Look, I got somewhere else for y'all to go on another trip. Not just for the guys either.
Yeah, May 27th. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm going on a trip.
Whatever. Did you remember the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre? The original movie?
Yeah.
Do you know that a husband and wife went out to the original movie location in Bastrop, Texas, and bought the location and turned it into a bed and breakfast? They took the old gas
That
station.
gave me chills. I'm serious. Oh my gosh, that gave me chills.
But it's on Facebook.
Hey, Steph,
What?
you see where that is?
That's the picture of the street bump.
I know. The county just don't want to do it. So now
Those,
what I got to do
if you don't slow down, those will really.
I got to go get a petition is what I got to do. So I got to get a petition signed and then go from there.
But no, what I was telling Stephanie is, you remember the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre? A husband and wife went to the actual movie location in Bastrop, Texas, and bought the house, the gas station, turned it into a bed and breakfast.
Kind of
In a
sex
restaurant.
twisted.
It is, but it's neat at the same
cool,
time.
I'd like to go open me a Bates Motel. Wouldn't that be crazy?
And look, they serve barbecue.
Look
there,
at
too.
Steph.
I do want to go stay the night in the Lizzie Borden Hotel.
Or go make a wrong turn hotel.
Or the what is that? The damn House of a Thousand. Was it House of a Thousand
I
Corpse?
don't know. That was
Yeah.
one.
Rob Zombie.
Yeah. Wasn't that the one where the kids, where it was the teenagers that came up on the? Yeah, make a hotel like that.
There's another movie, speaking of House of a Thousand Corpses, and normally I don't watch stuff like this, but it's called Wolf Creek. It was about a group of teenagers in Australia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember
That,
one.
yeah.
Or that Tourista or something like that. It had Josh Duhamel in it. They were overseas somewhere on
Look
vacation.
that one up.
Touristus. I know it's Turitas.
Barista or something like that.
Something like that. It was like one of his first movies. When
I don't
he
think I
left
ever seen.
all my children. Hold on, let me see if I can find
But look, they started selling barbecue, kind of like
it.
Whistle Stop. The secret's in the sauce.
That's another place I've never been. Was
Really?
down there where
Juliet.
yeah, I've never been to Juliet.
You have to get there early, because if you get there, and they're only open certain hours, and if you get there too late in the day, then you'll have over an hour wait just to get in to eat.
Try down, but the problem is if you don't.
And I want to go try that open air barbecue.
In
Yeah, you would
Jackson?
die open air, man.
Yes. That is awesome.
And we're back. We're talking about open air barbecue down towards Jackson. Let me tell you something.
Or I think it's Fresh Air. That's it.
Fresh air. Yeah, go
Fresh
down there,
Air.
fresh air. The cool thing is as you're standing there ordering your food and you see everything behind the counter, you can look to your left because you see the original building and the add-on. But as you're standing there ordering your food, you look to your left and there's pictures of what it looked like over 100 years ago, outside and inside. The crazy part is when you're looking at the picture of the inside 100 years ago and then you look behind the counter, it's the same.
Cool.
The only thing that changes from that side of the counter to this side of the counter is the counter.
And I know because
Every way they cooked it 100 years ago is still happening the same way. It is super neat to see that picture because you're just like, holy cow. I mean, to see something 100 years old still being used is pretty cool.
yeah, I had looked them up because I really want to go try the barbecue because what I had read was that they cook it overnight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They completely. So what?
It makes you want to smack your mama if your mom's still alive. Sorry, Mom. I love you, but yeah.
Yeah, they said it. And they got Brunswick stew.
Yes.
Really good Brunswick stew.
He's cured.
What's
Sorry, Philip. I
dang
mean,
it.
I know you're Brunswick.
I liked Philip, but sometimes
you need a little.
I'm gonna complain. Sometimes
He's gonna complain.
I'm
Listen
going to.
this.
He smokes all that meat, and I get that.
Right.
But I'm not a big smoke eater like
Smoker
that.
type person.
Yeah.
So when you put all that smoked barbecue in your Brunswick stew, you actually don't taste the Brunswick stew a whole lot because you keep over tasting the smoke. Does that make sense?
Right.
So like the last time Philip made it was perfect. Time before that was real smoky. But I'm still not going to complain because I still like my Brunswick stew. But
oh, you mean the time before last when someone left?
just hey, how about why do we got to bring up the negative in this? Isn't me saying it was smoky enough negative?
But
So
anyway, it was still geared.
So yeah, you know, everybody likes their
was
Brunswick
that?
stew different.
What was that?
That was me taking a sip of
that's
that.
you. Her. She's like,
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I was just, like.
But you know, everybody likes their Brunswick stew. Like I like mine to have a lot of flavor from everything.
all the different.
Like my great grandmother used to make it. You barely even knew there was meat in it because the stew
Yeah.
itself was excellent. And I like when I have that little bit of pepper taste, and you know. So to me, just sometimes you overdo it when you put too much meat in it. To me, let me just word it this way: a good steak, you shouldn't have to put A1 over, right?
right.
True.
Correct.
Okay, so good Brunswick stew, you shouldn't have to over flood it with meat to make it taste good. It should kind of taste good on its own. I'm not saying Phillips is that problem. I'm saying I've had some Brunswick stew in places and go, man, they need to go ahead and
But like
add some more meat.
Fresh Air does really, really good.
Yeah.
And then we were talking about Juliet. They have really awesome.
That's right.
food.
No, it was it's there where Sisters is now. I think that's the name of it. But Delmonico's, when they were in business,
Yes.
their Brunswick stew was very, very
And that's
good.
the one up off of Georgia 20, right?
Yes.
At Miller Bottom.
Yeah, their food
Yes.
was smoking.
Yeah, literally.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
We
That
used
should have
to
been
go
called open fire barbecue.
there.
Now, Sisters is good too, man. We go in there and get the thing called the Sister Special. And as we order it, the girls are like, well, you know, that's extra. That's a side item. And I went, I don't care. It's what I want.
Of course.
Give me
Listen
what
to
I-
this.
Because we go in there and I get 2 pieces of sausage, 2 eggs over easy on top of my grits. And then because we're ordering hash browns instead of grits, no, we're ordering both. So then I have to get a side order of hash browns. And then biscuit and gravy is a side order because we're getting pancakes. So we go 2 sausage, 2 eggs. Okay, let's word it this way. 2 sausage, 2 eggs, grits, hash brown, 2 pancakes, and 2 biscuits with gravy. And that's my breakfast.
Wow.
But it's not just mine. It's all 4 of us sitting at one table. We have to get a table almost as big as a studio table because me, my wife, Buddha, and Kim get the same thing. All of us get the same amount of food, and all our plates take up all the friggin'
whole
table. So 4 of us have to get a table for 6 because our food takes up so much so much space. So much real estate. So what was you saying? Listen to what?
No, listen to Mike. He's talking about this place down there, Gypstick, off of 75.
He's a dipstick. What are
I
you
know,
talking
right?
about?
He is a dipstick. No, he was talking about this place called Pigs right beside the training center in Forsyth. And I'm like, not many people eat in there because it's so expensive. It's right beside Red Dog.
Yeah.
So he's like, yes, they have Brontosaurus chops in there. But if you're down there for training, who wants to eat that kind of food?
Yeah. Because you got to exercise the next morning. Duh.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then you won't be fit for running.
Well, he knows nothing. The closest thing to runs he knows is the doo-doo and his pantyhose. That's the
Running to the
closest thing to runs Mike knows. Stephanie's just giggling like, I'm not getting in that one. Mike's
You might as
on
well
his
just
own.
step both feet into it.
Yeah,
No, I
I'm
was gonna
just
say-
telling you.
Back to
Hold
the
on.
Brunswick. Back to the Brunswick stew. My friend's uncle made us some Brunswick stew one time. Some
Is that a
homemade
bar?
Brunswick
My
stew.
friend's
No,
uncle?
My friends, I don't. Yeah.
yeah. And he put pig brains in it. I had never had it with.
I've
pig
had that with
brains.
scrambled eggs. You don't even really realize it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you need all the help you can get to get smarter, Stephanie. You should eat all of it.
Well, you know, brains really do not have a flavor
No.
unless you flavor them.
Yeah, you have to
yourself.
put stuff in them yourself.
and I mean, it looks like sausage.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. It's just
Unless you
another.
don't know what you're eating, you don't really know.
I mean, I ate it, and then when they told me, but they didn't tell me that it had pig brains in it until after I ate it, and I was like,
And really, you're not
"Ah."
gonna know. It just looked like ground beef at that point. By the time it's
Yeah,
all
I mean, it
ground
just,
up.
that's all
Right.
it did. It looked like sausage. I
Mike
was
in
like,
capital letters. I hate all of you.
Why? I didn't say nothing.
Don't
was
lie.
laughing.
Don't lie, Mike. We're the only people that give you the attention you require.
He loves
Yes.
it. Too bad he's not here because I did wear yoga pants.
Ah,
Yup.
I got snapping turtle and stew.
Mm.
Any thoughts on that one?
I've
bet it
heard that
tastes like
Hey,
chicken.
speaking of turtles, this is a weird conversation, but
Squirrel.
Oh.
we've got geese now, right? Well,
Right.
the geese have now had babies. So the other day, two geese with 6 babies come up, and there's this one straddling behind. Crap! It happens every time I got to tell a story, just for fun.
Hey man,
Hey,
what you? Did I hear you say 3 brains?
yeah, man. Are you hungry?
That's nasty, man.
We'll get you an order sent right over, right now, if you want
Stephanie
them.
Yeah,
loves
'cause
pig brains.
I don't know that I would say love them. I've had them once,
Oh, God.
and yeah, eating them just by themselves, I don't think I could do
Just a little salt and pepper.
that.
No,
I think you
don't
could.
think
I've seen what you've eaten before. I mean, I think you could pull it off. I'll
I-
get
If
you
it tastes like-
some and not tell you, and we'll
if
just
it-
eat.
You better
If
make
it
sure
tastes
I'm
like
drunk.
ham, I'll take. Oh yeah. If it
Look,
tastes like ham. I'll
Ham,
take it.
ham is a pig's ace. If you'll eat a pig's ace, why do you have a problem with eating his brain? It's his butt cheeks, Stephanie.
The ham is?
Yes.
Where the hell do you think it came from?
I thought it was like the back straps, like on a
Girl,
deer.
wrong
That it
with
Not
it.
was
the
like,
ham. No, that's his derriere.
Have you never really noticed the shape of the ham? It's small at one end and fatter at the other end. Have you never really thought about that?
You eat chitlins
Yeah,
too, don't you?
Yeah,
hell
that's
no,
his-
heck no.
That's his legs.
I've
His-
seen it done before.
What about pig skins?
I can't believe Stephanie's actually saying, I didn't know that.
I
Where do you think
didn't.
food comes from?
Well, I know it comes from animals. So.
You eat
And
rump
so-
roast.
Well, there would be the name,
Oh,
I
right?
know, right?
Yeah,
My
I
mom
guess I
is
did.
a teacher, right? So then spring break, I went to a farm. Went to a farm and I saw a bunch of animals. So and I saw. Speaking of pigs, I saw pigs too.
You can go to Stephanie's house and see a lot of that kind of stuff in the happening. She thought she was Noah this weekend. She was trying to collect 2 of everything.
Oh really?
Oh, the
You know you
geese.
can't. You know you can't do that, Stephanie.
Yeah, they were coming up, and I was feeding them.
Are we
Just
talking
don't-
about your neighbors or the animals?
The animals.
Probably both.
Both.
No.
Yeah, we actually
behave.
started seeing things at this house that we never seen in the other neighborhood.
Well, quit taking the drugs.
No,
Yeah.
we actually are seeing
the crack
squirrels
down.
now.
Why? What?
You don't have
Can you
squirrels.
explain why you
I'm
didn't?
trying. One of the neighbors that lived 2 houses up in the old neighborhood, he used to eat all the squirrels in the neighborhood.
Right.
So we never saw any
Hence
squirrels
the name West Porterdale.
in the
I know,
neighborhood.
right?
So we
Good.
never saw any.
Guess where I'm going? Guess where I'm going? In June, dude. I'm going skiing again. Going.
Oh God, I thought you were fixing to say squirrel hunting.
Well,
about snipe
I'm going water skiing. I'm going water skiing again.
Well, you have to make sure you share some pictures of that. That's kind of neat watching, you know, and I'm not picking on you when I say this because if people don't realize Corey's in a wheelchair and it's kind of neat to see how they have it set up for people in wheelchairs to be able to ski. It's really kind of cool.
So
That's
I'm
awesome.
gonna post it on. I'll post it. Share it on your page.
Okay. Yeah, Corey skiing is actually safer than me skiing. Like Corey sits in this seat that's designed to do it. Me, they're just pulling an object behind the boat that's
That you
bouncing
hope
off the
comes
water.
up out of the water.
Oh no, there's no coming out of the water. I hit it several times, And I am in it most of the time. It's only when they hit high speeds do you actually see me out of the water because I'm too stupid to let go of the rope.
Yeah,
It's like watching a
either
rock
tag you in
skip
or-
over the lake when you throw it with that sidearm.
guess who's going with me?
Who?
My girlfriend.
Oh, well, of
That's
course.
awesome.
That should happen.
Of course. Yeah.
Couples skiing.
Make sure
Yeah.
you take lots of
That's
pictures.
cool.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right, man. Well, thanks for calling in. Holla back if anything comes up.
I will.
All right. See you later.
Bye,
ya.
Corey.
Bye. So I'm sitting here picturing your neighbor squirrel hunting. Why didn't he just start eating cats? Because y'all had an endless amount of those.
I don't know. I really don't know why he didn't eat the cat.
You know, if you really
But-
think,
Oh, what?
I was just gonna say, but the cats did start disappearing, so maybe he was.
the thing is Korea, they eat dog.
Right.
Yeah, and
But,
cat.
but what's the difference? Squirrel,
Chinese
cat.
food. Chinese food. Just
Rat.
saying.
I mean, what's the difference? It's like the difference of people going, you can't eat horse, but you can eat cow. There's sure as hell you can eat horse.
They-
Don't go to
When
India.
the apocalypse happens, all your animals will be on my menu. I'm letting you know now. If you think your dog is to guard you, you better be guarding your dog because I'm going to be hungry and I am coming for your animals. Fatten them up now. Thank you very much. Public service announcement over. Me and Alex will be like, what's on the menu tonight? Great Dane or Greyhound?
Right. One's just got a little more fat than the other.
First place we go is to get Jen Green's animals. Those are the first ones to go. And
Hey,
her if she's outside.
Hey, look, Jacob wants to know if you eat Rocky Mountain oysters
No, I don't. Steph does.
or lamb fries.
No, I do not eat bull testicles.
That's sheep, isn't it? One of
I
them's
thought-
sheep and one of them's bull, right?
Yeah, no, no testicles
But it's
of
like eating
any
a-
kind.
Wouldn't it be like eating a brain? You just don't know.
Ew.
I mean, look, it's simple. We eat goat, we
I
eat
don't.
squirrel, we eat rat, we eat possum. I heard possum's actually nasty though.
Yeah, I heard that it was greasy.
If I'm living out on Naked and Afraid, like if I'm out there, anything that's edible will be.
You'll even eat
eaten.
a skunk too.
If I could kill it without having to worry about getting
Speaking of-
skeeted on.
Speaking of,
oh my god!
That would be a stinky dinner right there.
no, the one Sunday night, the girl actually got skeeted in the face by that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
then she
eat.
ate it.
I'll eat anything. Here's what gets me: is you see these people going, "Oh my God, there's crocodile in that water."
Crocodile's good.
Biatch, we are eating that thing.
Right.
I mean, we
So
will figure
sorry.
out a way to kill anything and everything to eat.
I'll bless it before I eat it, but there you go.
I don't get it. Like, here's the thing too. When I see these people, they come in there with like a machete, but they don't figure out that they can take the machete, find something with the circumference of a baseball bat, split it open, tie the machete on the end of it, and have a spear. Let's see how many natives around the world have been living like that for thousands of years.
But they pick the weirdest people
I
to
don't
go
get
do
it.
these shows that have no business being in the wild.
I mean, I'm not volunteered to go do it because I've already figured out with my low blood sugar, I ain't gonna last that long anyways. I'm gonna have to figure out how to eat me some berries or something to keep myself going.
well, that might be your one item that you could take.
Yeah,
Sure.
right.
Sure.
Hold Stephanie, I see your finger. But the thing that gets me is how is it that you like they show the little before they get there and their plans. But the thing is you got all these plans and then you get there and you just like you become duh. Like what? Huh?
Oh,
What?
common sense goes
Huh?
out the window.
I don't get it. I don't understand it. All right, Steph, what was you gonna say?
This from Travis that he actually had cow tongue tacos last week.
And I was actually going to
Where
mention
was
that.
that at?
Have y'all ever seen how big a cow tongue actually is? Because just as much of it that you see hanging out of its mouth is in its mouth.
It's like a
It's
buffalo
actually
tongue.
bigger.
Right.
One of the Mexican restaurants that we had to take, not restaurants, but little supermarkets we had to take care of, had a huge one there, and they were
Mhm.
slicing it for people
There's actually
because
one
the
up off of
Mexican
Old Covington,
Americans love it.
up by
Yeah.
the little behind Chow Dog. They sell those up there.
Oh yeah. And then there's the other one that's right there where Lake Capri's Road, Rock Bridge, and the fire station, all that is. Yeah, that's the one I worked on too.
Oh wow.
Wow. Oh, he's up in Chattanooga working, and it was some restaurant up there in Chattanooga.
Hey, while you're in Chattanooga, I need info. If you can find out for me. Is he listening?
Yes.
Find out from anybody if they know any information about the bike nights that they do there, because I've heard tell ever since like, I don't know, 07 that they do a bike night and they close down like one whole block and people walk around and see the bikes. And I know it exists because I saw it one time back in like 08, 09, 08, 07, somewhere around there. My problem is I don't have any information to find out now. I want to make sure that they are doing it since we're talking about being there on a Friday night for our trip. And since you're up there and you're going to be driving the van up there, we need to know that kind of information. Pretty please.
Cool.
Hello.
So how far is where y'all are going to?
Kidney
Chattanooga?
pie. I would eat a kidney if I had to.
Ew.
It's all meat, Stephanie. If it's fixed
If you
right,
can season it to
if
whatever,
it's fixed right,
you would never know the difference.
Well, it's like, I don't do liver.
chitlins, baby, chitlins.
Yeah.
What about tripe? Do you eat tripe?
I have no idea what that is.
That's the cow's intestine. Not
Heck
intestine, but stomach
no.
lining.
No.
See, I don't get it
No.
because I go, why would you do that? But at the same time, if you think back to tribes, they don't waste anything.
No, they don't. No, they don't waste anything when they kill an animal. And
So,
They
we
use
just hit that
everything.
lull
I
spot
know,
for a
right?
second because everybody's like, everybody's picturing some of these foods going.
Oxtails.
no, pig's feet.
I keep
no.
saying I'm gonna bring pig's feet in,
Ugh.
and
You should-
us
Wait a
try
minute.
'em.
We have some in the freezer from where Philip's son's pig was slaughtered.
Why? Are y'all gonna eat them?
No, I don't know why we wound up with them, but we have them.
That's odd if you're not gonna eat them.
Yeah, that is.
I don't know how we wound up with them, but
Oh, gross! Here's
But
my
we
here's
have
my
them.
problem with eating pig's feet. It walks around in poop all day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just can't bring myself to get past that.
but you eat ham.
Yeah,
which,
but hey, at least the skin's been yanked, and but the feet, the whole thought is that pig's done nothing but walk around in his own poop. I can't.
Sure.
But there's still
I've never
meat there.
eaten-
That's the thing is meat is meat.
Right.
Meat is meat. You
And
know,
as long as you clean it like you're
Right.
supposed to.
I watch Yukon Man, and they're showing the dude that had killed an elk, and they're you know the people that are from there that are Eskimo heritage, and they believe in eating the heart. So all of them have this heart that they've sauteed over this open grill, this open fire rather, and they all take a bite. And I'm looking at you doing your eyes, but if you'll eat a ham, then what's the difference? The heart's just another muscle, just like the arm is a muscle.
Well, that's just like liver. Everybody would tell me that, oh, I can cook it to where you think it's a steak. I guess it's just the texture.
You
Well, how about nobody tell you what it is? I know a person that used to make some livers that were amazing. First time I ever had livers, I finally tried it. It was my friend Tommy Dawson's mom. Those things were the bomb. And then I was like, hot dog. I finally eat them. Amazing. I go somewhere else and said, man, I'm going to get me a liver. Oh, my God. I just put that piece of dirt in my mouth. Ugh.
Yeah.
you gotta
it's-
clean them.
You got to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
There's a reason you feed them to the catfish. I mean, catfish will eat anything.
Yes, they will.
There's a reason. Ugh.
So is it chicken livers? I was
Chicken
talking
livers,
about.
man.
I've never even attempted to try those.
Can you imagine
I've-
like a cow kidney, how big that would be? That would be,
But think about how many people it would feed, though.
that's what I was getting at. You could probably feed the whole house one night.
Ooh.
High in protein.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
saying.
see, that's why they were trying to get me to eat the cow liver.
And
after
Steph's like, I
had
can take a
Ashley.
pill.
Yeah, that's exactly what I told
I can
him.
take a
said,
pill.
Give me some iron pills.
I got Alex saying I love beef and pig's liver, but chicken liver aren't good. And that's the thing is
Huh.
I've never tried any other ones because some of the livers are just, now if I go to an all you can eat buffet or whatever and I see livers, I'll grab one and try it.
Right.
And sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not.
But it's like anything else. It all depends on how you cook it.
That's
and-
right. Like mussels, this Italian guy I used to hang out with, he was a roofer and he was an older Italian guy. And this is back when I was hanging at Hooters and I was like 20 riding a crotch rocket and stuff, 21. And I end up over at his house and he was having us all over for football, and he had this good marinara sauce, had mussels. First time I ever had mussels. I'm like, this is a bomb diggity. So then I tried to eat mussels somewhere else. Holy disgusto.
Mhm.
Just horrible. And then there's this place on 138. I went and I said, all right, I'm going to try these mussels. Horrible disgusto. Ugh. I just can't bring myself now to eat any all-you-can-eat places that have mussels because they're never good.
And if you get the wrong batch, oh my goodness, you talk about food poison.
Yeah, I've already been there.
Mm.
Had my share of food poisoning. We went back to Firehouse Subs yesterday, by the way.
Oh,
So
no.
as we were pulling in, we were discussing where we were going to eat. My wife said, let's go for Greek pizza. And I said, look, you want to go ahead and go to Firehouse? She goes, oh my God, every time I go there, I don't tell you. I feel like I'm cheating on you. I said, it's okay. We can go in there. So we go in, and as we're pulling in, I said, now listen, if I get sick,
It's your fault.
take me straight to Rockdale and get me the Rockdale cocktail this time. Let's not let me say, no, I don't need to go for 6-7 hours. As soon as I get sick this time, take me. She goes, oh my God, the fact that you're planning it. And I went, this is where I got food poisoning last time. I'm just saying. So we go in there, and I ordered something thinking, okay, I ain't got to worry about the hot, screwed up mayonnaise on this. We're safe. Man, about halfway through that sandwich, I hit a big chunk of mayonnaise where he didn't spread it on the bun. And I thought, here we go. We're going to be sick tonight. And thank God I didn't.
Yeah, we went.
But that's the same thing. The mayo is what I figured out. It was the hot, disgusting mayo from the last time I was there that gave me food poisoning. When I got that was the worst case food poisoning I had. Then at Steak and Shake, I had the patty melt that had the Frisco sauce that was a weird mayonnaise stuff. So now
They probably did something to your sandwich, steak and shake.
No, they had no idea. But my thought is,
if you were rude,
I
they did.
I know, right?
No, I wasn't rude till after I'd already eaten the food. My whole catch is there's no reason I don't ever want to order anything now with mayo from a restaurant because
No.
I just don't. I mean, that's just asking for it.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
and we went out to eat after.
I mean, at least tuna mayo. At least I know it's been chilled.
Right.
Anything that's been hot with mayo, I don't want. Just keep that to yourself.
Why don't you go be a health inspector then? I'm just saying.
Because I'd be a dick, man. I mean, people would hate me. Well, for instance, the preacher the other day at church said, we need to get DJ Scottie up there to preach. I said, no. I said, your people wouldn't like me because I'd tell them how it is.
Right.
And they wouldn't be able
Maybe
to.
that's what people need.
They
to hear
do
instead of
need
what
it, but they don't want to
hear.
swallow it. They don't want to swallow the
No.
truth.
Nobody
And I'm
does.
trying to get my cussing. I want everybody to know I'm gonna try to get my cussing under wrap. Man, this last month, dude, I've been really pissed off. And because I've been pissed, I'm a vocal person to begin with, and when you make me mad, I'm really vocal. And my wife has addressed that, saying, "Listen, you f-bomb it like every other word again. You've been so aggravated." And I said, "Yeah, I have been. I've let this election stuff get to me. I've let the speeders get to me. I've let all these people. Here I was, the guy preaching, everybody telling them, don't let the vamps get to you. And then I opened up the door and invited them all in. I mean, I did it to myself. I got nobody to blame but myself because I allowed it. And I try to tell all of you people this. They can only hurt you if you allow them to hurt you.
Right.
They can only get under your skin if you allow them to get under your skin. They can only borrow money and use you if you allow them to do this. If you stop allowing all these people into your life, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to have these people. If your wife gets on your nerves or your husband gets on your nerves to the point that you hate them, why are you with them? You do have the right to make a decision. If your brother or sister is a user or whatever, and they get on your nerves and they just vamp on you every day and they destroy your life, you don't have to have them in your life. You are free to make decisions for yourself.
Have you been reading quotes from Eleanor Roosevelt?
No, I have no idea. I know.
Because she's the one that
Do I sound like I'm dyslexic? Because I ain't reading nothing.
No, I'm just saying, you talk about you don't want anybody to, say you've been so wrapped up in all of the election stuff and you don't want the vamps to come at you. But she was one of the most famous people to say no one can make you feel inferior.
Yeah, I have no idea. But thank you for sharing that. I mean, I've never read that. I learned a couple years ago to be self-empowered.
That's what she
I've
was
decided
saying.
that I had a cousin that he knew I was a short-fused person. And on Facebook, he kept trying to taunt me on our little family page to get me to cuss him. And he knew I would. I'd already cussed his brother.
Kill him with kindness.
And then I finally was like, you know what? You're out of here. I don't have to deal with your crap. He's like, come on, I want to see that Scott Spence we all know. And I typed, you do know you have to see me at the family reunion again. Why are you doing this? Oh, are you threatening me? I went, no, you're an idiot. Like, I know you're saying this on Facebook, but I know when I see you face to face, you're not going to say this. And I know this about you. And he's like, I sure will. I'm like, no, you won't. You're only saying this because you're on Facebook and you're an idiot. I said, you're never going to speak to me like that face to face. And he's like, are you threatening me? I said, you are an idiot. And I laughed at him. And then and this was years ago. And I ended up telling my mother, I'm like, you do know I have the freedom of choice. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't have to have this idiot in my life. I've written him off. And now half the family has. So it's kind of like, duh. I tried telling y'all that he was that guy. It's just, you don't have to put up with this crap in your life. You decide what you put up with. Yeah, and I've just, my wife says, you're too quick. Like the idiot formerly known as the sidekick. If he was on fire, I would not piss on him. Why would I even, if he was on fire, I'd never know because I ain't going to be around him. Why Ken Morgan still deals with him, I got no friggin' clue. He keeps calling Ken Morgan on the phone and he's just using Ken Morgan. And Ken's not smart enough to see it for himself. Mike Manson, message. You might want to tell Ken he's getting treated as an idiot.
Has nobody brought that to his attention?
I don't know.
Or maybe he's too close to it.
No, maybe he's just too close. We didn't want to believe that this idiot was as bad as he was.
Nobody wants to believe that
until I get the phone call and I hear all the stuff that he's been saying for years behind my back. And it's kind of like, if you resented somebody that much, why did you keep using them? Oh, that's right, because you were using them. He has nobody else. I mean, his own family shunned him. What does that tell you when your own family is sick enough to say, I'm done with you? And he used to date my sister-in-law. I mean, my stepsister. And her and my stepmother both kept trying to tell me what kind of character of a person he was. And I didn't want to listen. I just I didn't believe it because he hung out with Just for Fun and pretended to be this person, this character that we created. Right. He tried really to pretend. So a lot of the people that know us know him. And they think that's really him, and they have no clue that he really is the douchebag that everybody said. And I love it. I love it. I love it. A comment got said the other day about slander, and I said, come on, let's go to court. I said, because I mean, the second that you subpoena me to say that I'm slandering you, I'm going to be like, I'm going to subpoena the people that said this.
Right.
Because my family knows what kind of douchebag you are. Yeah.
It's not slander if it's the truth.
So we're going to move on to another topic.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get your blood pressure up a little bit?
No. I am truthfully, after this last weekend, I'm kind of over it. Right. I'm going to laugh at all you idiots that keep doing stupid stuff. And when the ones I'm calling you idiots are the vamps that I know, listen, we die laughing. You hate me so bad and you run your mouth so bad about me, but yet you listen.
Yeah, and I'm finding
because you want to know what's said next.
Yeah, I've recently found out that I have someone that pays attention every single day to see what dirt they can get on me.
Ken knows. Go ahead.
To see what dirt they can get on me to start something against me. It's like, okay, go ahead.
Here's the thing.
I moved out of that neighborhood for a reason.
Somebody said something to me the other day and didn't think I heard it. And they're like, I'm going to bust him out on that. Let me tell you something. I will slice my own throat before I even let you think you have something on me. How about this? There was a girl that used to accuse me. I can't have any more kids. That's why me and Crystal couldn't have kids. I can't have any more. Like Emmy's kind of like the blessing child because I was told
Zaylee was your blessing.
Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. For years and years and years since I was 19, or before that, I was told I was probably never going to have kids. I did BMX. I used to get wrecked all the time when I wrecked the bikes and then the wrecking dirt bikes. Was always told, you're probably never going to have kids. I'm like, that's what the other guy said. So there was a girl I was dating and me and her split up and got back together. At least I thought we got back together. And then the next thing I know, she disappears again. Well, then like 3 months later, I get this phone call. She's crying. She says that she's pregnant. I actually look back on the date and I'm going, uh-oh.
Oops.
Because that's like, so we go to the doctor. Oh no, the doctor says you're exactly 90 days. Well, that's just what the doctor and the ultrasound says. The problem is my stepmother, who's been delivering babies since before I was born, said you do know that an ultrasound can be two weeks off, either
Mhm.
plus or minus. So
Mhm.
it doesn't mean it's yours. And you've already had doctors tell you that you can't. What does that tell you? Like, she came and hooked up with you and ran back to the guy she cheated on you with. What does that tell you? But in my mind, I was willing to accept that fact because I knew I couldn't have kids.
Right.
So me and this girl ended up getting back together. Then we ended up falling back apart again. And she had threatened to call my ex-wife. I'm gonna let Melissa know, which is Emmy's mom. I'm gonna let Melissa know about this girl, and I'm not gonna name her name. I almost said her name. And she kept threatening me because she didn't want. And at the time, I didn't need no more fight with me and Melissa. So I ended up hanging up with her as she was cussing me. I hung up with her. I called Melissa. I said, "Look, I got to tell you something." She goes, "What's that?" I said, this girl right here has had a baby, and I was trying to make it work with her, and she's threatening to call you to tell you." I said, "Until I knew what I was going to do, whether we were going to make it work or not, I wasn't going to bring it to your attention. You're my ex-wife,
Right.
but you're my baby's mama. So if my baby has a sister, I wanted you to know, but I needed to figure out what I was going to do first." And she says, "You tell that see you in Tahiti, she better not call me." I said, "Okay, well, thanks for the conversation." So I hang up, call this girl back, and I tell her, I said, "Look, I just got off the phone with her." I said, "So now you don't have anything to threaten me with anymore." She goes, "I know you didn't call her." I said, "Oh, I most certainly did." And she said to tell the see you in Tahiti, she better not call. She goes, "Oh, you did call her." I went, "Yeah."
Duh.
I said, "I will always slice my own throat before I let you think you can hang something over my head.
Mhm.
Because you're not going to bully me and you're not going to threaten me. I will take your power. You are not going to use me in any of your crap. I will not allow you to do that. I will steal your power before I let you threaten me and hang something over my head." And I think everybody listening needs to remember this. When these people threaten you, like if somebody pulls up in your front yard and threatens to hurt you, what are they really going to do?
They're not going to
Yeah.
do nothing.
I mean, the chicken craps would have to what? Break a window in your car? Because
Right.
they're not going to take a chance of going to jail and actually get out of the car and slap you. And if they do get out of the car and walk into your yard and attempt to hurt you, most likely you're going to shoot them.
Right.
Which, again, are they really dumb enough to do that? We are not in high school.
Yeah.
We're not going to stand in the hallway and bump shoulders.
And my thing is, I don't know whether to feel sorry for them or to laugh at them that they're so bored within their own life that they have to search and search and search for something to try to bring you down.
And look, Alex took paternity tests. Now, see, how about this? So the girl, every time she threatened me, I said, "My family knows I can't have any more kids. I know I can't have any more kids." I said, "But I'm going to put it to you like this." I said, "If you really believe this child's mine," I said, "let's go to court." Period. I said, every time she threatened me, I said, "Let's go to court." And I couldn't get her to go to court, which that was the truth all by itself.
Yeah.
Right.
The reason you didn't go to court because you knew the truth would come out. Well, then what's funny is a mutual friend that I have now, like this girl I'm friends with now, I never was really friends with before, but I met this person who's a real good friend now through this ex-girlfriend years ago.
Mhm.
And then when me and this person bumped back into each other and sat and had a conversation one day and the baby was brought up, she goes, "Oh, she admitted to me a long time ago that wasn't your kid, but she was just using it to hang it over your head because she kept trying to run back to you. And she knew that if you thought it was your baby, that you were going to take care of her and the baby."
Wow.
So isn't that sad?
It's very sad.
But again, she only wanted to throw it in my face when she thought she needed something.
Yep.
Everybody needs to realize that. If somebody actually thinks they have dirt on you, truthfully, they really don't.
But they're showing their own colors.
They're showing their own colors. And it lets them weed themselves out, and then you know they're friends. Like if somebody come up to me and says, "I'm going to tell Crystal." Well, really, it's your word against mine. And really, who cares what you tell my wife?
She probably already knows.
My wife
anyway.
probably already knows, and I probably already told her. And on top of that, I'm probably going to tell her before you get to,
Right.
Mhm.
because you're not going to hang anything over my head.
Right.
But do remember this, that when you take a tennis racket and you hit that ball into my court, just know I'm probably going to pick that ball up and hit it back in your court, but I'm probably going to throw a cinder block right behind it.
And also know that
Because I'm a
karma-
nasty, dirty person when it comes to revenge. Because if you do something to hurt me, I'm probably going to top what you did, because I'm
Yeah.
just that kind of person. I don't like being that person. I've tried my whole life to not be that person, but it's hard to fight who you used to be. I try every day to be better. And I'm a work in progress just like the rest of you people.
So no more fruit roll-ups?
No more fruit roll-ups. You know what I figured out?
What?
Okay, I'm from the world of construction.
Right.
So when you go into Home Depot,
Right.
they always have like 1 gallons and quarts and 5 gallons of like screwed up paint.
Right.
Okay. So I figured that color that's all over my kid's face and her hands and my sofa is probably a 1/16 of an ounce if you put all that slime in one cup. So I'm figuring a quart of whatever screw up paint would look good in your driveway, your car, Philip's house. But the problem is it's actually Philip's driveway and Philip's house. So, I guess your car.
Right.
So, okay, as long as we got that covered.
Well, fruit roll-ups are already in my car. So.
Fruit roll-ups. She gives Zaylee fruit roll-ups, and then it gets all over her mouth, all over her hands.
Well, about a year ago,
and if it gets stained on my furniture, then I'll just go get a quart of paint from Home Depot, gotcha. Stephanie. Now. Let me dumb this down for you. And I will accidentally spill it in her car or on her car. Man, I was trying to talk in code, and Stephanie got lost.
Well, no, about a year ago, he came to go work on one of his bikes. Came over to Philip's house to work on one of his bikes.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, the one that's still there.
Yeah, that's leaking. Oh, I'm just kidding. So I had Zaylee.
No, you're not. It's a Harley.
At least he admits it.
Alex says, I'm not a work in progress. I am pretty much perfectly finished.
Oh, wow. Anyway, so I had Zaylee with the Capri Suns and the fruit roll.
Do you know what happens when you hand a 14-month-old a Capri Sun? She squeezes it.
All over
yeah.
top.
Yeah.
So for Zaylee's birthday, I didn't know what to get the little girl.
So instead of getting her something she needs.
Which we did. We got her some books and an outfit and Capri Suns.
Yeah, but she just started admitting what she did.
That's funny.
So I got her a little bit of everything.
That's funny.
Well,
it's stuff that she can use.
We need to go to a commercial. And the thing is I want to tell everybody, last week, man, I was really sucked into just being negative and nasty and pissed off and tired of everybody coming at me. And then truthfully, I went to church, and I'm not trying to say nothing. Church is where I can find my zen, I can relax. I don't get bothered by a bunch of people. And
your fun swing.
I was hearing
That's
this
right.
Almost all the time when the preacher David was saying stuff, I was looking at my wife, looking at Buddha, and I'm like, message, because he was talking.
Did he have a bell too?
He was no, but we talked afterwards, and I told him that he needed a bell, and he said he might get one. After I explained to him how it works.
Catholics have bells, but they have chimes.
But we explained what message means, and he's like, ooh. So Tubby got the message thing started here, so that'll be forever in the show. But he said, maybe I need to get a bell and hit message. And I said, maybe next time you do it, I'm going to do one in the background, and you're going to look over and go, oh, God, DJ, you got to just tap this bell. So next time I go to church, I got to take the bell. But anywho's, I just realized that as he was doing the ending prayer and everything, and some of the things he'd been saying all day, I went, you know what? I need to get my mindset back to, y'all just want my Kool-Aid. All these vamps.
They want your cup. I mean.
They just want they want that cup that Rob's performance did.
Look, I even brought mine this morning.
Yeah, but yours don't look as good as mine, man. Look at that blue.
I just don't have the sparkle.
You need this blue stripe on your cup.
I tried to get him to do that.
I know. We'll figure that out. Hey, let's get out of here, man. We got to go to commercial. We'll be right back. Everybody, it's Just Fun in the Morning. I over-talked it. I do apologize.
Yeah, he sent me a picture of that one. What'd you call it? Loaded? That's what you called it? The loaded one?
The loaded one.
Yeah, the color. And wasn't that the color scheme you were talking about Friday?
No,
loaded
Pink Fusion or whatever.
Yeah, there's a one.
The one that looks like almost like camouflage. Because I asked you if you had a camouflage.
You can pull it up.
That. And the reason I say that is that eats up our bandwidth, because your streaming video is we're trying to use computers. I know you got the chat open, but I was just letting you know.
I didn't know.
I know you didn't. That's why I'm saying it. When all our phones and stuff start getting slow, it's because we're streaming too much. Video eats up everything.
Ooh.
Did you see the message that Karin put on there this morning? He said, I'm driving along, eating my biscuit, and then bam, the radio host starts talking about eating pig brains. A little breakfast for me. Best diet ever.
Yeah.
Thinking that we may stream if they have Wi-Fi, of course. But I don't know that we need to. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That it's worth it.
Now, how long is the debate going to last?
No, I heard it was only like 2 hours.
Like, what was it? 5 to 7:30 or something like that.
Something like that.
Damn it, something is in my eye.
I don't have to take threats, and I just got finished telling everybody they don't have to settle for stuff.
But no, Eleanor Roosevelt, FDR's wife, is
Hell,
famous for saying no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Same type of stuff that you're talking about.
Ooh, your breath stinks. Woo.
Do you know ever since you loaded that song by Pitbull, Messing Around, that
Potty?
I keep seeing it advertised?
You need to go potty? Is that what you're trying to tell
Go
me?
take her, because Doug's usually smoking.
You need to go potty? Potty, you need to go potty. Let's go, hurry. Go.
Now, I got this number, but I don't know if it's the right number. My cousin, but we got to be honest in the get-go and say, I heard it's your birthday, and then sing them the stupid birthday, and then we'll bust him out. But if we try to prank him, I think he'll cuss. Like, I'm pretty sure he's going to cuss if we try to. Say, is this Jim? And if they say, yeah, go, is this Jim Richardson? And make sure. Stephanie can't hear. God damn, why does she do that? I've got to get my cussing under wraps, but I just like shake my head now.
Is it Jim Richards or Jim Richardson?
Richards, sorry. My grandparents used to be Richardson. That's why I always. She says she turns the fart fan on. Like, I'm really making that effort to hear her
Trying to pee.
pee. Who that is?
Philip. He said, turn and wave and say hey to Layla.
Oh,
Hey, Layla.
Great. Great. Turn and wave. I'm waving to use that for Layla. Like, man.
Scottie says he loves you.
You're number one. All right, we're back. Oh my God.
So
Do that again. Do that again. Tell what just happened on video, because good Lord.
So I'm checking my messages, and Scottie's like, or I get a message that says, "Say turn and wave." So I turn and wave at the camera, and Scottie, of course, puts the social finger up, and I was like, "No, to Layla, my daughter."
Oops. Oops. I think I did it again.
I think I kind of set him up on that one.
Stephanie, what are you doing?
Hurry up!
Why do you find it necessary to turn the fart fan on when you go to the bathroom?
Was you pooing in there?
I want you to be honest. Why do you do
I don't
that?
want y'all to hear me peeing.
Do you really think we're going to put that much effort into hear you pee?
We got headphones on.
We have headphones on, Stephanie.
I always do.
That is like friggin' weird. I'm like, why does she do that? I don't want you to hear me pee. We have headphones on, first of all. And secondly, are we really going to make that big of an effort to try to just hear you pee?
Every time you go in there, I hear you peeing.
Why are you worried to listen?
No, I'm right here. You can't help but hear it.
But most of the time, we're all carrying on conversations.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why I will turn the fart fan on. So anyways, this is my cousin. Now, I'm not sure this is the number. So.
Well, look, I'm going to ask for him, and then you sing your sex.
We're just going to say, hey, is this Jim? And if he says, yeah, and then she's going to say again, this is Jim Richards. And try to be as country as you can be, because he lives at Jackson.
Even worse than what I already.
Yes, already worse. Yes. And then Stephanie, once he says yes, Stephanie can be like, I heard it's your birthday. I need to sing to you, and I'm going to give you my sexy voice. Are you ready? My mom said he's going to cuss, so we can't prank him.
Let's do it.
We've been planning this for like a month, and she said, no, he'll cuss.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 6.
Well, just gosh darn. I'm going to send this to my mother and say, hey, is this Jim's number? Because my mother told me a week or so ago not to do this. She's like, he is not going to handle it
so
well.
He doesn't like being pranked?
My mother just doesn't think I should prank people. My mother is kind of a joy kill sometimes.
Your mother's sweet.
But she's just like, is this Jim
Well, while you're
number?
doing that and we're talking about prank calls, prank call convinces Burger King employees to smash store windows.
What?
In Coon Rapids, Minnesota.
Did you just say that word? We don't say that around here.
That's the name of
the town.
The town.
It's funny. The mutual friend that knew the that we were talking about,
Right.
even said LOL and named her.
Wow.
Yep, that'd be her.
Oh.
Go ahead. We're backing up, Stephanie. We
Okay.
were going
Rewind.
backwards a little bit. I'm reading messages from like 20 minutes ago from 9:00, whatever. Just keep going.
Okay.
8:47.
A prank caller tricked workers at a Minnesota Burger King into smashing the windows of the restaurant to keep it from exploding. Police said Saturday, mirroring similar deceptions at Burger Kings and other fast food restaurants in other states in recent months. Police said employees at the restaurant in the Minneapolis suburb of Coon Rapids got the call Friday night from someone claiming to be with the fire department. The caller said the restaurant could explode, so they needed to relieve the pressure.
And somebody fell for that?
Yes.
Wow. Just go open the door.
The manager and the other employees believed the caller and smashed all the windows on the ground floor.
Nice.
Yeah. So they did a damage estimated at $10,000.
Wow.
$10,000 worth of damage.
The problem
for
is,
a
who do you
prank
think
call.
would fall for something like that?
There's plenty of them.
Because I got a feeling I could do that to Stephanie.
You think she'd fall
No.
for it?
I'm not going to go smashing my windows.
Not your windows.
If I told Stephanie to like open doors, she'd be like, okay, If I told her smash window, she goes, "Wait a minute, I got a feeling."
You know,
you're
she
messing
said
with
at her
me."
new house they were seeing things that she didn't normally see at her old house.
Yeah, that
So
was
gonna-
squirrels.
What, clean floors?
No,
No,
squirrels.
I was going to ask her if she saw the green orbs.
Orbs.
No.
Orbs. Hey, now look, this is one called Calvin. And when you get Stephanie, just be redneck and say, "Is this Calvin?" And he says, "Yes." Say, "My underwear ain't fitting very good, and it's got your name on it, Calvin
Oh my
Klein."
God.
And then him go, "What?"
Who is this?
Jacob's cousin, I believe.
Jacob's cousin,
Okay.
Oh, no. His brother-in-law.
brother-in-law. Sorry. It's my cousin, not this guy, but the other guy. You know what I mean.
You hope she knows what you mean.
Remember, an hour behind too.
Hello, this is Calvin.
Is this Calvin?
Hello. Yeah.
Hey, I got some underwear. They aren't fitting too good. And it's got your name all over it.
You have what?
I have some underwear that has your name all over it. And they don't fit good. I need my money back.
Oh yes. Well, we don't do refunds through this line. What you're gonna need to do is Google Klein, KLIE or EIN, and look up their website. Contact their customer support. See if they can walk you through some stretching exercises. Would that help?
No, I want you to give me my money back.
Sure. Go ahead and give me your address now. I'll get you squared away.
I'm sorry, I can't do it anymore.
You're an idiot.
I'll keep you here all day.
Sing to him now. Just sing to him. I'm over here lipping to say, trying to
Yes.
tell. We're a radio station. Jacob had sent us to send you a happy birthday. And I'm over here mouthing, going, "Stephanie, when he said support, talk about support." And she's like, "What?" Just go ahead and sing in your sexy voice. You're an idiot. Just sing in your sexy
I
voice.
told you I can't do pranks. I can just sing.
I know. You don't read lips good either. That's why you're not a lesbian.
Wow.
They kicked you out the team. All right, sing. Go
Oh,
ahead and sing
boy.
happy birthday to him
Okay, so I'm going to sing happy birthday to you. You ready?
in your sexy lesbian voice. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Calvin. Happy birthday to you. And look, we're going to send you her drawers, and I'm sure there's going to be some extra postage for the skid marks because it's going to make the envelope weigh a little more.
Wow.
You get to pick those up at the Kenton Supply.
Yes.
I love the fact he's like, and you stretch him out a little bit. Well, Jacob is
that's
our
great.
guru that helps us do so much with Just for Fun Radio, and he said it was your birthday, so we just had to mess with you.
I figured this is he probably put you guys up for this. Yeah, I should have known better than to hand him my phone number.
Yeah, that's good stuff right there. I should have
See,
known.
you already knew.
Yeah, he should. Yeah, anybody that's part of Just for Fun, if they ever ask for your phone number, just go ahead and say no.
Just say no.
I just sent a message.
Yeah, I got you now.
Yeah. I just sent the message to my mother asking for one of the cousins' number, and she's not answered yet either. All right, man. Well, have a great day, and
Happy birthday.
you know, like
Yes,
order some
happy birthday.
pizzas and send them to Jacob's house or something.
With anchovies on
Will
them.
do.
All right, man. Have a great day.
Thanks, guys.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That was funny. He just kind of started playing right along.
He didn't even know how to spell his last name. E-I-R-I.
I know, right? But how do you would suck playing baseball? He said support, and I'm like grabbing my crotch area, like support.
Yeah, and I'm like,
and
why
she's
are
like,
you playing with your junk? That's all I was trying to figure out. Why you were playing with your junk?
what is wrong with you?
I was trying to figure out what was
Support.
wrong
We're
with
talking about underwear and support.
with elastic. Because he said stretch it out.
Stephanie, you just are horrible at pranks. You
I
make us
told
laugh,
you.
though. You make us
I
laugh.
told you.
That's freaking awesome. I'm like, support. She's going, I don't know what you're talking about.
You're over there playing with your junk.
Jesus Christ. I'm surprised people haven't like really just called us and said, look, y'all
Stop
are making
letting
us
her
poop
do-
our pants. We can't do this anymore. We don't know what to do.
Yeah. And to stop letting me do pranks.
No, it's hilarious all on its own. It's yeah. Okay, we got another one, but Tara, I need you to send me the number.
Is she listening?
I don't know, but I'm sending her a picture of the person, and then I know she'll be able to send me the phone number. I'm not sure I have the number.
Which one is it?
I can't say it because anybody that's listening will know. It's that one right yonder.
Ah, gotcha.
All right, so I'm gonna go through my phone real quick. I'm pretty sure I've got the number, and she listens occasionally.
She probably is today.
But
If it's
I'm pretty sure she probably isn't listening, just because. Well, Tara, duh, I know you're listening.
Not you.
Well,
She's like, I am. I'm like, I already know you are. You named the crazy girl I was talking about. Friggin' duh.
No, she went home early.
I
She
still
said
don't
she
know the
didn't want to
crazy
stay
girl.
and play.
So listen, you're asking to get a sweatshirt with a monogram on it. Do you know what a monogram is?
Yes, it's your
Initials.
Yes.
Okay, but I need you to mispronounce monogram. Like
Say a mammogram.
Like something like that. I want you really country hick, which you should be able to pull this off. I need West Portadelian. I need you to try to say monogram, but try to mispronounce it and say, you know, my letters. And you know, I got my initial didn't change when I got married because I married my cousin. And just kind of go off on a different little conversation for a second. She's going to be like going, what?
Or you could say them squiggly lines that look like something that you put on.
They said it's something that I heard they said that the lettering is called Old English, but I've only drank that.
Oh.
Are you able to do this? I know she'll know my voice.
What about Abby? Abby's got a country voice.
Can you pull it off?
I'll try.
Okay. And that's who you're asking for. And she's in Old Town Conyers.
Is it Mary?
Yes. I'm muting me and Steph.
Mailbox belonging to
Well, man.
Jeez Louise. We'll try one more time. Oh, wait. I'm calling her personal number. We need to call the business number.
Oops.
That might be my oops. No wonder she's not going to answer it. But you can say somebody gave you the number.
Oh, did you?
That's it right there.
What?
Owner at right there in the middle. Is that it? Go up.
Right here?
No, over.
That?
To the left. Your other left. Right there. In the middle.
Oh, there we go. Sorry. That's not the middle. I went to the middle. You should have said go up one.
That's what I was saying. Up to the left.
Okay. So now you can just say that somebody say, I just tried the other number that they gave me and you didn't answer. And if she's listening, the way I would know if she was listening, she would have already sent me a text message going, you need to leave me alone. Because she knows we're all about the prank.
Hey, look. It says in red letters.
She gets to work at 10, by the way.
No, look at the letters.
Close now. I see that, but I just got she gets to work at 10.
But you see what time it is.
I see what time it is. Pranks hold for no female or male.
She might be there already. Dang, that got loud.
Because at 10, we're out of here. So we got to pull these off while we can.
Well, she probably already knows.
Who knows? Somebody will rat us out.
Why is Jacob talking about
Always.
snot bubbles coming from his nose?
You know, the problem, okay, you usually are one of the people on that chat. But what we've learned is during the show, and I have to fuss at Steph to not pay that much attention to
I
it.
know.
Because Stephanie gets sucked in like it's a vortex. It's like watching a tampon swirl down the toilet. She just keeps staring at it. And we got a show to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you really just have to visualize that? She goes, what? You actually visualized it as I said it.
It's a swirly.
So like the
Ew.
tampon spinning and she's watching the string spin like it's a tail on a dog.
Obviously, she never was the victim of a swirly.
She's not
No.
answering that now, is she?
No.
No, I don't think I have ever been.
Well, let me go show you.
No.
Wait a minute. You apparently don't even know what one is.
Yeah, that's where they stick your head in the toilet and flush it. Right?
Yeah, man.
Just
Yeah.
like what he was talking about, a tampon swirling in the toilet.
Anybody else
Yeah,
has
yeah.
anybody that wants to be pranked? Today is the day. I'm in the mood to
He's in the mood.
to mess with some folks. So if you got a guy or a girl, today's the day.
I was
If
looking
you got a
for
guy, oh wow, look, that's pretty.
Hey, man, Chris Huff, dude.
That's
He's
awesome work.
he's throwing out some ink, ain't he?
Yes, he is.
He does some really, really good work. I hear the rumor that Mike Petrowski's leaving to go to another
Up in
studio.
Ackworth.
Yeah, man. And I'm gonna hate that for Chris Huff and them because he's really
Did you see
a good
that
talent.
last chess piece he did?
mhm.
That was awesome.
Yep, he's a very good added benefit for
Now or
look
never.
at Stephanie's picture. For Now or Never tattoos.
You cut your eyeball out.
yeah, the flash,
You can turn the flash off.
but it's on my laptop and it didn't flash, but it flashes in that, so I don't know. I don't know why it did that.
So you're a flasher? Is that what you're
It
saying?
is
Yeah.
a flasher.
you know, and it's still
You need to have that
it's-
song, The Streak, just for Stephanie.
Oh, I got the streak.
Play it just
We'll
for-
play it next.
Yes.
It stinks. All y'all can still do, or y'all are able to do the Facebook Live, and I can
Have
do it
you
on my
updated?
laptop.
Have you updated your Android?
Oh yes, I can do it on my laptop, and I can do it on the phone at the house that I use.
So
to
that
listen
number
to,
from my cousin was his number. We're gonna try it again.
and I can do the one that doesn't have service, but I hook it to the Wi-Fi
Right.
to listen to the radio through the phone.
All right, this is my cousin Jim. Ask him about his name again.
What? Abby was doing this. one,
Yes,
right?
I know.
Okay.
I'm
I was just-
asking you. Think.
Okay.
I can't complain. I don't answer numbers. I don't know.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic.
Good Lord, good Lord.
He's just must run in the family,
I'm
just
j-
like you. He don't.
We don't answer, man. I'm gonna tell a story. It's kind of funny. So, little Richard, who has always said, "I live down in Jackson," so I envisioned he lived like where CVS and the Burger King is.
Right.
I believed he lived in Jackson. So one day we're sitting here talking, and he calls me up and says, "Hey man, let me tell you something." I said, "What's that?" He says, "I didn't know that your cousin was Jim." And I went, "Yeah." He says, "Yeah, we belong to the same lodge." I went, "Well, that's cool." He goes, "Yeah, I live right down the street from him." I went, all this time you've told me you lived in Jackson." He goes, "I do." I went, no, you don't. You don't live in Jackson.
He has a Jackson address.
You live in Butts County, but you don't live in Jackson. He lives on Jackson Lake Road,
but not on the square, or off
but not in Jackson.
city limits.
Jesus Christ, for like 5 years, I believe that he lived in Jackson. He is right down the street from Hammers. He lives right behind Hammers. Well, Sean O'Cripe-O'Brien's. He lives right behind that. But that's not Jackson. You might live in Butts County,
That's a
but not Jackson.
mailing address.
Oh, yeah. It confused the hell out of me. Because
Yeah,
all
I'm
this time I've tried to
confused.
figure out how the hell he got from Jackson to my house so fast.
Well, why are you
Yeah.
assuming that that's where he lived in the city limits?
Because he kept saying
'Cause he
Jackson.
kept- yeah. Even,
Well,
When
you
somebody-
can live in Covington, but just not live in the city limits.
Yeah, but when people say Covington, they still think Newton County just
Right.
because
Yeah.
it's kind of one and the same sometimes. But if somebody says I live at Jackson Lake, you know they live down near Jackson Lake. They might
Right.
not live on the lake, but they live near the lake. But you wouldn't have somebody that lives in somebody that lives in the Jackson Lake area,
Right.
even though it might be Newton County, they don't say I live in Newton County. They tell you I live down at Jackson Lake.
Right.
Because that's kind of how it is. You know, I say Conyers, and I guess if I lived in South Rockdale, I would just say South Rockdale. It just blows my mind the whole
It's
time.
a different kind of people down
It's different
there.
kind of people. So, but in my mind, I've always pictured Jackson. I'm like, little boy lives in Jackson, and boy is not the word, but I couldn't say the other word.
Yeah, like I was meeting him at the Walmart, Brownsbridge in Salem, and he
You
told
were
me
meeting who?
Little
Richard. And he's only like, when he says he's 20 minutes away, you go, there's no way you made it
Yeah.
from Jackson in 20 minutes.
That's what I couldn't
See?
get when
That's
because
my
he said
point.
he lived right down the road from it, and I'm like, but you live in Jackson.
See? That's where it got so confusing.
Yeah, he had me confused too.
Yep. That's so confusing when people say that.
And then when we see him in at the Walmart in Henry County, it's like, you're a long way from home, aren't you? He's like, oh no, this is kind of the in between. Like, okay. He said that he could either go to that one in Stockbridge, the Walmart in Stockbridge, or that one on.
The question is this: you are not Walmart
Brownsbridge.
famous in Stockbridge. What are you doing there?
Exactly, because I'm not Walmart famous in Stockbridge.
Or more shoplifting charges than they'll all know me. I know it's horrible, I know, but that was so good. Okay, do we got anything else? Anything on TMZ? I was trying to go there a little while ago to see what we have this morning so that we're not just doing a show about nothing. But hey, Jerry Seinfeld did that for how many years?
Lord, a long time.
So how about the lady from
Everybody Loves Raymond?
Everybody Loves Raymond passed away?
Yeah,
And she was funny.
What is Ramus?
Raymond. It's
Everybody's-
ramen noodles.
Everybody's
90
dying
years
this year.
old.
Well, they're 90, Stephanie. You know, that's
But
like the
they're
expiration date on bread.
They're supposed to live forever.
George Burns is the only one that really tried it.
Well, Dick Clark
Yeah, that's true.
and
What, living to 90?
And you know what's funny is the Raymond show. I didn't start watching it until it was like,
Who cares about their knees? Go back.
what do you call it? Syndicasted? Yeah. Okay, whatever. I didn't
The
start
reruns
watching it
got
until it was
played.
reruns. And then I was watching like double episodes. And then I'm like, oh man, I love this. And it's kind of the same thing. Like, guess who this is? Well, let's see. It's kind of like Friends. I never watched Friends till it became a rerun. And Fresh
Yeah.
Prince of Bel-Air, I never watched till it started becoming reruns. Because I just didn't have any use for it, I guess. I don't know. I'm not much of a half-hour sitcom watcher. I do watch the Tim Allen one on Last Man Standing
Last
on
Man
Fridays.
Standing.
I don't watch it actually on Fridays. I watch it Saturday mornings.
well, I some of those that you named, I would start watching them because of the reruns, and
Mhm.
then when they were still playing, I would like Friends. I think it was maybe the last 2 seasons I started watching them, and then like the How I Met Your Mother. I started watching.
I've not
those
watched any of
because-
those ever. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying I've never watched them. I've thought about it. I've just never watched them.
Yeah.
Anything about it special?
No, I mean Barney is funny.
I didn't watch that either.
No, I mean Barney.
Barney.
on
Never mind.
Stephanie.
Stephanie didn't get that. I'm like, I didn't watch that one either. She just sat there like
Right
stalled,
over
like,
the-
what?
Right over your head.
Yeah, it did.
You make half of what really isn't funny because you just accidentally do it, though. It's not because you did it on purpose.
Yeah, because that did go
Yeah.
over the head.
She's like, yeah.
I know, I get it. The Barney, my headphones are purple. Got another set of purple headphones.
No, I wasn't insinuating you. Guilt much?
These
Not
are
everything's about
different.
you.
These are different though. They're not.
They are
big.
different because the original purple ones are laying there.
Well,
So
yeah,
why
I
did you
know.
get different headphones? Did you not like the other ones?
Oh, I love those.
Then
why'd
why
you-
did you?
Why'd you get them?
Because they were $5, and he's always ragging about how those headphones are a piece of crap.
He never
and-
uses them.
No, but everybody's
But-
complained about the sound on them.
Yeah, because he says that when people. That's what you said. It sounds like.
It does. And other people that have worn them headphones say, man, you can't really hear what they're saying.
And as crazy as it sounds, I'm having issues with these. Hearing
That means those
everything.
probably actually sound good.
Yeah, so that's my point that I was.
What do you think about that?
So here's the new
Yep.
sign that has male, female, and transgender for the restrooms.
What do you think about that? How does that make you feel?
If it's a one-manner, meaning one person at a time,
That's
then-
one thing.
then I don't care. But the whole fact that we're sharing bathrooms, I don't know.
I'm
I don't
sorry,
wanna-
but if my little girl is going into the women's, not a transgender,
Yeah, a women's
restroom,
bathroom, it needs to have women in there.
Mhm.
correct. If
Like my
you-
daughter was taught when it got to the point where I couldn't take Emmy into the bathroom with me anymore, I would stand right outside the bathroom door. And one time I'd opened the door for her to go in because she's so tiny, and she went to potty, and I said, "Remember, if a stranger tries to talk to you, punch them in the nose or the throat." I'm not holding no bars back. I don't care what any of y'all's opinions are. I'm telling you, that's what I told my daughter. It's what I'm going to tell Zaylee. And I said, if anybody tries to mess with you, punch them right in the throat, or right in the nose, make their eyes water, and run. Scream. I'll hear it. I'm going to come in. And so one woman opened the door one day and let Emmy out and said she did very well. And that was funny to hear you say that. She says, but I do appreciate it. She said, I told my daughter the very same stuff.
Funny.
Because there's just too many weirdos nowadays.
Yeah.
There.
And it can be male or female. These and not just saying transgender, but it could be
It could be anybody.
yeah.
I'm not sending my 8-year-old little girl into a restroom with all these. No, sorry.
There's too many kids that have been abducted lately
That-
by
yeah.
stupid little things of people just picking up somebody's child and walking out. And
Mhm.
Alice just said that they've used bathrooms like that for years over there. Well, maybe that's just over there. I just know over here we got too many weirdos.
Yeah.
I mean, there's too many people walking off with kids. You're not walking out of the bathroom with a kid. Sorry. It's not happening.
Mm-mm.
So what's your thought?
I agree. I don't want my child to be in there, with I don't want to be in there and a man using the bathroom next to her. I don't care if they are dressed like a woman.
My question really, when you look into this more, is the man going to go in the stall and sit down and pee just like a woman to where nobody would ever know? And yes, that's a little bit of an invasion of a privacy to be curious of such. But the problem is this. I could dress up as a girl now and go in there and go, oh, it's okay because I'm a
Yeah.
transgender.
Yeah, and see, that's another thing. How do you know that whoever it is legitimately
The
a
real deal.
transgender
Yes.
compared to somebody just dressing up to?
Yes, that's the question.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do? What do you do?
Yeah.
But see,
it's
that's
crazy.
This is that very same subject, though, that last week while we tried to have, it scares a lot of people off because they want to hear you talk about it. They may not agree with you, but they won't speak up either because they don't want their
They would rather us get,
they would rather us get to hell and not
Yeah.
any of them.
which is fine. I mean, because we're all entitled to our opinions, and
Right.
that doesn't mean that we're homophobics. You know,
Yes.
we're concerned about the safety of our children.
Right.
Because just
Children are innocent. They don't need to know about that. I mean, yes, eventually they will grow up and they will form their own identities.
Mhm.
However, at the present time, they're still a child.
How about this? Mariah Carey rents a swanky mansion across from George Clooney. The thing.
Wow.
And of course, it's in Italy. And hopefully they're big enough and distance enough he doesn't have to hear her drunk mumble or high on pill mumble or whatever, because I'll never get past the fact that they showed the MTV cribs of her where she's like super
my
popped up
gosh.
on pills, hopped
Yeah.
up on pills and getting in the bathtub with her clothes on.
Yep.
And it's just like, girl, what is wrong with you? Like, come on, get off the pills.
No, they're too much fun.
Well, it just seems to me you couldn't never, ever make a legitimate decision because you're always going to be high. Like nobody's ever going to know whether to take you serious or not because nobody's going to know, am I dealing with the high person or am I dealing with the straight person? What am I dealing with?
You never know. Who knows? They may have multiple personalities.
That's right. Anybody else got anything? We're at 9:33. We got 30 more minutes here.
Is it time for a break?
Yes, it is time for a break. Let's go do a break. I actually get to go to my eye doctor today. Has shown me a an eye doctor, or told me about an eye doctor that can deal with photophobia. So I'm going to go see an eye doctor today and see if we can find out some more about photophobia. Actually, to deal with a doctor that actually deals with this is kind of exciting, because it's sad that I've gone to eye doctors. Oh, sorry. And I've known more than them. So it's like, I'm telling you what's going on, and I'm telling you how to deal with it, and you have no clue.
Right.
You know, yeah. So now we had to find a specialist. Everybody hang tight. We'll be right back. It's just fun in the morning.
I was gonna say, put them on and see what they sound like to you.
Oh, my junk. Hello, 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 hello. Wow.
Did they?
Yeah.
They sound a lot better than those.
Well, they would have to be turned up, but no, I don't know that these sound much better than anything.
Huh. Hey, they were only $5.
Yeah, I see why. You can at least wear them while you're at home watching YouTubes or something.
Or if, like, here when we have guests. No, here when we have guests and you say, go check out the YouTube, I can plug them into maybe. I can plug them into here and listen.
Other than that.
Yeah. Sorry.
Like, quality.
Turn the fan on.
What? I don't want to listen to the pay. Whistle while you pee.
Problems?
Every time you go squirt, pee, squirt, pee, squirt, pee.
She is. She's waiting on you.
Paddling by the other day. There were 6 of them. Well, we came up yesterday. There's only 5.
Oh.
But then as they started swimming off, it's either a snapping turtle or a bass come up and hit one of the other ones. You see it go under, and one of the big geese come over, and another one goes under. And then them geese are all on it, so whatever it was left. But I don't know, was it a turtle?
Did it get the geese?
No, we still had 5 when they left, but I didn't ever think about fish trying to eat one.
Yeah.
Turtles in.
Yeah.
Snapping turtles will make a mess out of anything.
I
thought she was gonna play the streak.
I should. But
Travis spotted a owl sitting. It was trying to get one of the cats in the neighborhood.
Goodness gracious.
Saturday night. He said it was a big old owl.
Happy. Happy.
Hear this song and all I can think about or picture is damn it, what the hell was her name? But at the Claremont Lounge, Blondie.
What?
At the Claremont Lounge, Blondie up there dancing around because she was dancing to this song. So every time I hear it, that's all I see and see her up there going.
Did you see? Well, speaking of that, did you see the Minions where they were dancing to it? And the APD officers. They did like a little parody. They even got the chief of police to dance around to it.
Good God, look at Axl Rose now. I mean, we've all changed.
Speaking of how people change from what they used to look like to now, look at Mickey Rourke. Look how much.
Gosh.
Yeah, but also he's had
numerous
7-something surgeries.
Yeah,
also all the brain trauma.
Yeah, because he had.
Hell, look at Gary Busey.
Was he a boxer? Or
Yeah, he was
Who?
a boxer, and
Who?
Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke. Yeah, he was a boxer, and
Yeah, when he first started.
Well, no, when he left for that little bit of time.
Oh, is that what he did then? I
Yeah.
know he was always doing that kind of background wise, but I remember that's kind of where he started, wasn't it?
Because now when he's in the Iron Man movies, he looks.
It doesn't even look like the same Mickey Rourke that was in 9.5
No.
Weeks.
Y'all need to watch The Wrestler.
Oh my gosh, that is a good.
So, what'd you think about The Longest Ride?
That's awesome. Very good. I like it better than the
They
Notebook.
have there's another Nicholas Sparks coming out today. The Choice. The book's been out a while, but this is the one that they just released.
I don't think I've seen the thing of it yet. I don't think. Have you seen the trailer where they've redone Ben-Hur?
Really?
And we're back. So say that one more time.
They've done a remake of Ben-Hur.
No, I've not seen anything about it. What about it? Let's
So
hear it.
who's playing the character of Ben-Hur?
Let me look it up real quick, so I can tell you. I know
Ben,
Morgan
like Ben.
Freeman is in there.
Ben.
B-E-N?
Yes.
Yeah, H-U-R.
Space. Yeah. There it is.
And it looks. Yep, there you go.
Well,
It looks pretty good.
I wonder who's going to play Charlton Heston. Sports.
Won't be Charlton Heston because he's
No.
not doing that stuff no more. So let's see the little clip real quick. And of course, this does nobody any good on radio because they're going to be hearing this. But it shows them on ships. This looks it looks filmed very well.
Yes.
That drum is your heartbeat.
So we'll see what happens.
Is the glory of Rome. Faithfully back.
It looks like it's filmed a lot like 300.
Yeah, and the Gladiator thing.
That would actually be cool to go see it in like 40.
Yeah.
I would be willing to go see this on IMAX.
Yes.
What is your name?
Wow, this would be
My
cool.
family was one of the most respected in Jerusalem. Welcome home.
This would be really cool.
I need you to tell me who one's enemies are.
Masala, I won't name names.
Until
Well, cool. I don't want to play too much because we're trying to do a show and nobody listening is going to get all this. But
Yeah.
this does look good. I wonder when it's coming out. Does anybody know?
Everything just says coming soon.
Well, you know how that is, though. They also want to keep you
Speaking
hanging
of-
on. It says August 12th, they're claiming. We'll come back into town for that.
What other kind of good movies are coming out?
I don't know.
I wonder if they're really going
Golly, I'm sorry, y'all.
get some more coffee. But
I'm
do
telling you, I
the
need some more
Beetlejuice
coffee.
too.
Man,
I
I'm
wonder if
excited about that.
I'm hoping
Yeah, it would be cool if they were doing one.
and
but-
all the original characters.
Yeah, Winona Ryder all grown up.
Yeah.
And being Beetlejuice's wife. That would be funny. But there's one coming out. It's got Julia Roberts and
Mother's Day.
yeah,
Yes.
that comes out April 29th. And what was there's some kid movie that's coming out. I can't remember.
I watched one last night. I mean, I know it's been out of the theater a while. The Good Dinosaur. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen that
That's
yet.
cute.
I did
It-
see Max.
Yes.
Have y'all seen that? That was
What?
good.
Max, the dog movie?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes, that was a very good movie.
I tried watching the cartoon dinosaur one the other day, but Zaylee's just not to that age yet.
You talking about the Good Dinosaur?
Yeah, or whatever that is.
The one that just came out.
I don't know. No, it's probably. I'm watching it on that thing, so I don't know when it came out.
I want to see that Zootopia.
It's where the asteroid misses the planet.
That's not.
It's
Army.
a cartoon.
Uh,
In the very beginning, it shows dinosaurs, but then it shows an asteroid miss the planet, so
That
it
may
didn't,
just be dinosaurs.
so it didn't kill the dinosaurs, like
Well, they've got a bunch of them. That may just be dinosaurs.
and then it shows them planting corn, and then this little human pops into the picture.
Yeah, that's the Good Dinosaur.
okay. Yeah, I tried watching that, but
It's cute. It's got a good storyline.
Hella bored with it.
Well, you would.
yeah.
But and Zaylee, every time Zaylee, for the first 10 minutes, it's dinosaur. Rawr! She does the dinosaur, but then she got bored with it too. So
Has she watched Wally?
no,
I know
she
it's
don't. She don't
old,
watch
but-
any TV.
That
Mickey Mouse is all that baby watches.
that Wally.
That was
You know,
cute.
it was a very cute movie, and especially to not have really any
Story
words
behind it.
Yeah,
It does have a story. It's a cute love
Has
story.
anybody watched
Yeah.
Jappy yet? Jappy?
Chappie.
Not yet.
I want to
Mm-mm.
watch that. I haven't watched that.
And then Kingston likes Big Hero 6.
That's awesome.
That's all he wants to watch is Big Hero 6.
That's a cute movie.
I guess when I'm forced to watch more like that, I will.
Well, soon you will have a whole Disney Pixar
You know, I've
collection.
learned. Well, see, I've learned with this iPad Pro to let the wife and the baby just have the TV when they want it, and I just tune out.
Go sit in your spot. Your spot.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, I just keep researching stuff. Like, I found a new helmet that I want, and
You just got the helmet fixed, the one that you've got with the little thing.
well,
on
my
the
thing
side.
is I need a full face, and my full face doesn't fit anymore. So,
Because you have a big head.
yeah, as you mature, your body does change a little bit. So the helmet that I bought in 2002 doesn't fit anymore. But by the time you buy one, even if you say a decent full face, by the time you buy one $175 to $200 helmet,
Right.
that's only one full face. Well, then if you want a good open face, you're going to spend $150 to $200. So now you're $400 into
I
two.
thought you bought your wife a helmet though.
What the hell does this got to do with my wife?
You talking about helmets? Because you told me the other day.
What does buying my wife a helmet got to do with what I'm talking about?
Full face helmets.
Let me go back to where I was.
Well, go back. to
Buying
where
my
you
wife's helmet means nothing to what I'm talking about. So by the time you carry two helmets, so if you're on the expressway, you're wearing your full face.
were. Right.
Mhm.
And then when you pull over to get on side roads, you know, say you go out of town, then you want to swap to your half helmet or your 3/4. Well, now you still have two helmets. Well, this company named Nolan is very, very good helmets, by the way. My dad was bragging about them. Most helmets are made circle, meaning your ear to ear is one width, and then your forehead to the back of your head is one width.
So are you trying to say you have an egg-shaped head?
Well, no, what I'm trying to say is there's a thing called oval, and this helmet company's making helmets oval so that people actually have better fitting helmets because not every head is completely round.
No, that means that you got dropped on your head as a baby.
No, that may have happened, or it could be all the other times that I've hit it. But regardless, in the way she keeps trying to change this subject, this helmet company makes these helmets, and there's only one person in Georgia that sells them. So I've got to travel to go find it. But the cool thing about this helmet is
You can't Google it.
it has. Where the hell do you think I've got all this information from?
Well, you said one place. So where's the one place?
In Marietta.
Okay, I was waiting.
Well, where the hell did you think I found out that there's only one place? Because I Googled it. You don't listen very. No wonder you're not a cop.
I know, right?
I bet your reports are all whacked.
They are.
So
They're all jacked
anyhow,
up like Mountain Dew.
oh yeah. This helmet is really cool.
Squirrel.
It kind of looks like the helmet from the game Halo.
That's awesome.
I mean, watch. I'll show you a picture of this helmet. Y'all are gonna like look at this helmet at first and go, "That's odd looking." But then when you really think about it, you're gonna be like, "That's kind of a cool helmet." When you
Is
think about it.
Bluetooth already built in? Or
No,
do you have to buy it
you
too?
can buy theirs, which is a little costly, or I can just put mine on there. But the cool thing is this helmet's field of view left to right, meaning your peripheral vision, you don't have to turn your head nearly as much. Like most helmets cut your peripheral vision off, so you have to
Those
really
look
turn
like
your helmet.
motocross BMX helmets.
It's
Yeah,
a
they
little
do.
of everything. Wait till you see this, because the chin bar comes out. It actually makes 4 helmets. I know that sounds really
So
weird
it's
to
a 4-in-1?
explain. Watch. Look at this picture. Because that black chin bar comes out, you
Mhm.
can make it completely open face or open face with a visor, or you can make it look like the motocross helmet so that you can take the visor off, or you take the chin bar off and keep it. I mean, you can do anything with it. And it has that plastic black sunglass lens that you can flip down too.
That's neat.
This helmet is friggin' amazing. And the thing is, it's like $350. But by the time you buy two $200 helmets, you now have 2 helmets.
So
This
is this like your
this is
Christmas
one
birthday
helmet.
present?
This will probably be the one helmet I got to buy to upgrade.
So what'd you do with those 2 helmets that we gave you like
They're still
3
hanging up.
years ago?
They're still
3
hanging
years
up.
ago.
With
But they're
like
just full face.
6 inches of dust on
But they're
them.
completely full face.
Yeah. And they have the built-in Bluetooth.
Yeah, they
thing.
do. And we may use those for people when we
Other
go on that
people.
trip.
He's just not going to use it.
Well, because you can't open the face. It only opens to the visor. And if you're a person that wants air or wants to spit, you don't wear a full face. Nobody really wears a solid full face anymore. There's one called a modular that's where it's a full face, and then you can push the button and open the face of it up. And then when you ride, you put it back down.
So are you going to get this helmet to match your fairing?
No, it's silver. They've got black, red, green. I refuse to wear a black helmet in July. I'm just not doing that ever again.
Ooh, somebody calling you out about a $350 helmet.
I don't care.
And she's shaking her head.
I don't give a crap.
Saying,
You might care.
I don't care.
Because you got to share a house with
It
her.
don't matter.
Oh, Crystal,
It
did
don't
you
matter.
hear that?
I just bought her a new helmet and new
Crystal, you
new
hear
face
this?
shields and everything. So she's got the
He
helmet
said
she
he
wants.
don't care.
She's got the helmet she wants, but she already knows that my full face doesn't fit. The problem is by the time I buy the replacement to the full face I have, it's $270. And if I'm going to spend $270 to get a helmet that I don't want to wear that much, and
Are
I'll
you planning on wrecking it?
and I'll still I don't think anybody plans on it now, do they?
No, they don't. It's just a matter of when.
And
Right?
yeah, it's just a matter of when. So
I was just wondering.
it's called Cover Thy Own Ace.
Arse, as in Alex's case.
Yeah.
His arse.
So, anyways, I found a really good deal on it, and it's just a matter. I'm going to go try this helmet on. I have to drive to Marietta and physically try it on to make sure it's a helmet I want to buy, because I don't like certain things you don't order online, like a helmet. You're going to order it. If it doesn't fit right, what? It's yours. You got to go through the hassle of sending it back, and I would rather just order it. I mean, I'd rather go try it
I was
on.
about to say.
If the people are willing to match this price that Amazon has it for, terrific. I'll buy
So
it
don't
from
be
them.
like Mike and order something online and you can't give it back.
No, don't be don't
Or
Don't
it
be
comes
like
in
Mike.
empty box.
Right.
or it comes, yeah, Mike ordered some headphones and there wasn't even anything in the box.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
How crazy is that?
Yeah, that
She's like,
was-
it's all good. It's his money.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
You know, it was really cool because last night, let me tell y'all what my smart aleck wife did.
You know you love her.
Oh, wait till you hear this. She's sitting next to me on the couch. And I point out the helmet and I said, this is the lowest price I found, blah, 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 blah. And I said, and by the way, I said, I liked what you said on your show. I said, it was really cool to hear you say, I know that when he's trying to buy a seat for the motorcycle, he's keeping me in mind because he wants me comfortable. And when he's got this thing for the trunk, you know, he's done this, this, and this because he won't, you know, I'm leaning back on it. He's wanting to make sure I'm comfortable. So I know whenever Scottie buys something for the bike, it's not just for him. The new lights is to make it safer for me. I know this, and that's really cool about him. So then I said this to her, and she looks over at me and smiles. Look at me, Stephanie. She looks over and smiles and says, it's just a show. Don't take all of it too serious.
Pop that bubble.
And I just looked at her. I said, do what? She goes, look at my hand, Steph. She goes, it's just a show. And she said it the same way I tell people just to take a breath. It's just a show. She
Woo!
said that to me.
Talk about
I'm
an
like,
ego
no,
boost
you
pop.
didn't just say that.
That's funny.
So then I gave her the, mm-hmm.
Too bad we can't hit the bell.
Because, yeah, well, here we go. Because she does that all the time. When I say something, she goes, mm-hmm. Like, sure. So I did that to her. I was like, mm-hmm. It was just funny. It was just super funny.
That is funny.
It's
She got
just a
you.
show.
She busted that bubble.
It was hilarious. Like, I never expected that to come out of her mouth. It's just a show. Don't take anything too serious. It's just a show.
That's all it is.
I'm like, no, you didn't just say that.
It's just for fun.
We're at 9:52. Y'all, we're going to be wrapping this puppy up. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and I don't really know that we have anything scheduled for Wednesday. We have a gentleman running for Superior Court, Probate Court, that wants to come in on Thursday.
Look, Denise and I were talking about bringing in, even though he's running for Newton County.
Yeah, but we got a lot of Newton County listeners. I'm all for it. I don't
Right.
want it to always be just about our county. We got people everywhere running for
But
office.
I think it would be awesome if we could bring him in.
You know what would be cool? It would be cool to bring him in from another county and then hear his perspective and then go, oh my God, why is my county not doing that?
Right.
See?
Because he's running for post 1.
Different points of view, man. Let me tell you, Terry Mahaffey, who's running for post 1, everything he said is on point. Like, we just need to give it to him already. Just give him post 1. Don't even let there be a runoff. Just give it to him. Because, I mean, I know that's not in the real world.
Yeah.
But He's on point.
Figuratively.
But the
speaking.
other thing too is half of what he's talking about, our own chairman should be doing. Oz should be doing.
Right.
Oz should be taking. I don't care if anybody thinks I'm wrong for saying it. Oz should be taking some pointers from Terry Mahaffey. And I said it. Write that on your calendar.
Well, tonight,
Stephanie, what are you saying?
Tonight, Alex is going to have RJ Hadley on his show, Tech Talk.
Yes.
And tomorrow, actually, we're going to have a phone in.
A phone in? A call in?
Call in.
It's a phone in. She's been spending too much time with Alex.
Jesus.
It's
okay.
a phone in.
So RJ Hadley
phone
tonight at
interview is what I
7.
was trying to say.
Phone in. And she's not a phony either.
But it's going to be Nancy with the platelet place, blood sucking Nancy. She's gonna,
the fact that you call her that just makes it sound terrible.
She wants it. She
it's
wants
funny.
to be called that.
Blood sucker.
She's going to be calling in to explain the process of the platelet donation, or the platelet donation, and why they're so important, what it can do. And as crazy as it is, one platelet donation can save up to 4 people.
That's awesome, though.
Wow. Hey, hang tight for just a second. I got to let 2 commercials play, and I got to cough and sneeze real quick because it's going to be horrible. I just had a catch. Oh, like it just hit a dry spot. And then I felt like as soon as I started to cough, I was about to sneeze. I was like, oh, man, this is going to be bad on the microphone.
Yeah, I need to find out if that you're going today to the eye doctor.
Yes, 1 o'clock.
Can you find out if they take Medicaid?
I can ask.
Because I got to get Ashley to eye doctor, and
Their appointments take a while. Like we made this appointment a couple months ago.
Yeah, that's fine. I just hate having to take her all the way to Decatur.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's greater.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, that's what they say. Decatur, where it's greater.
I know that's what they say.
I know they've really changed Decatur a lot, though. I wish Rockdale would take some hints.
I think
I just hate that
different type of people in
Yeah,
there.
I just hate that I've watched, like I went from DeKalb and I watched DeKalb changed into Gwinnett. I watched how Snellville's doing so good. And then I'm here and I'm going, why are we not doing better? Like, what the hell? And we're back. Sorry about that. I had to cough and I really thought I was fixing to sneeze. I just had a dry spot all of a sudden in my throat. And it was like, good Lord, that was fixing to be nasty on a microphone. Y'all wouldn't want to hear that.
I didn't mean to cough into the
Forgot
microphone.
to turn the fan on. We don't want to hear that.
Oh, because you didn't hear it. Yeah, so sorry, that's not normal thinking. I don't know why Stephanie does it.
I know, right? It's just not normal.
I know, right? It's Stephanie. So what was you
No,
fixing to say?
I'm never normal. I don't know.
Now she's like, oh no, you said normal. I lost my train of thought.
No, but
because that's not normal.
Going to Decatur, then we got talking about how you wish, or Scotty said that he wished that people here would do the same.
Yeah, I wish we would become that better area, because I remember growing up in DeKalb and how that's changed and gotten so much better in certain areas.
Yeah,
and,
certain areas.
And then, you know, I've watched Snellville progress. In Snellville, man, that Web Gen area is hot, man. Snellville's just progressing, and they now have the little Walmart grocery store that's kind of set up like a Whole Foods kind of scenario too, right there in Snellville. It's just like, why are we not progressing? Why is it that we should be progressing in a positive manner and we're really just becoming little Atlanta as far as the you
have people that sit behind a desk
horrible,
and want to push paper, and they don't actually
the
get
horrible
out there.
stuff. Yeah, I mean, we have a chance to have some really cool shopping centers and stuff like that, and instead we got people just letting us run down and look like crap.
Yeah, Henry County over there off of Eagles Landing Parkway.
Yeah,
I believe that's where we went and looked at houses. It's getting pretty nice over there.
Mm-hmm.
Alex had to explain a joke. When you have to tell the joke and explain it, it's really weird. Like I got what he was saying, but the fact that he felt that he had to explain it was funny. You know what it is? Because he doesn't normally tell jokes.
The British guy doesn't normally tell jokes.
No. I mean, it's just funny to say what he said and go, that's a joke, by the way. Well, no doubt. Duh. Duh. Okay.
Okay, Scooby.
Alrighty then. No, I was just
Duh.
because Crystal said something about alcohol tab, money for
You have to
alcohol
have
tab
that on a
so,
cruise.
What the hell are we talking
No,
about?
See,
explain it, Stephanie.
She said it's all good. It's his money. LOL. I'm thinking on an all girls cruise is in order. By the time I'm
my wife is not leaving the country without
Why
me.
not?
No.
You're
That ain't
going to
happening.
Jack Daniels.
Hey, nobody's leaving the country. Sorry, it's not happening.
It's a cruise.
I don't give a crap what you think it is. She ain't leaving the country without me.
So now you're telling her that she can't go on a cruise?
She ain't not leaving this country without me. I'll go ahead. Y'all can hear me be a dick all you want, but no, nobody leaves the country. There's way too much crap out there right now. She ain't leaving the country without me.
Even if it just goes to the Bahamas?
Does that leave the land?
Yes, but
Okay.
I mean, it's just going to the
I don't
Bahamas.
care where it goes.
That's
I think
not
he's
where
trying to say
everybody.
that he wants to go.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Because I could care less about getting on a boat right now. But there's too much stuff going on in this world. My wife ain't going somewhere without me. Not like that. Her going to Panama City is one thing. Getting on a boat's different. There's just too much going on. I don't see why anybody wants to leave the country right now.
Well, yeah, that's true.
There's just too much going on out there in the world. And and that's my opinion, and everybody's entitled to it.
Like an elbow?
There's just too much, man. There's just too much going on. Too many people trying to hurt people and everything else. You hear about cruise ships that have been hijacked. It's just, no, man. There's just too much.
Well, not just being hijacked. You get the whatever kind of E. coli that
Yeah,
goes around the boat.
There's just too much going on, man. And everybody can say whatever they want, but it's called decreasing your odds. I'm not flying on airplanes, so
You're actually safer on an airplane.
My odds. I don't care what you and Alex bull crap statistics say.
You are.
Do you know how I know I'm safer? Because I ain't getting on an airplane.
And he just said, try flying to Europe with your gun. Good luck with that.
Who's stupid enough to go to Europe anyways?
Hello, he's from there.
And there's a reason he lives here. Let me tell you something.
Illegally.
People say you go when it's your time. But if it's the captain's time, 350 people go with the captain. Try Malaysia Air.
Yeah, look at the Fear the Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah. Let's bring up some I don't believe in increasing my odds. You know what? I don't drink and drive. You know what my odds are for getting a DUI?
0.
I mean, come on. I'm trying to wear better gear on my motorcycle, so if something happens, I stand a better chance of living. It's just, I just try to. He even said, that's true. Europe is a poop hole.
Yeah, he said that. That's funny.
I just figured that there's just some things. Do you play Russian roulette with a loaded gun?
No.
Because your odds are 1 out of 5.
It'd be my luck. It would be number 1.
So the best thing to do is don't play it, and your odds will be better than 1 out of 5.
Well, the way I see it, if God,
that's real statistics right there.
Right.
When people try to go, well, they say out of 100 planes, that's all guesstimating. People trying to take information that they've gathered over X number of years. They try to give you a statistic, which is really just called guesstimating. That is guessing and mating, guesstimating.
Right.
You pick up a 5-shot revolver, you put 1 bullet in it, you spin the cylinder. That's really 1 out of 5. That is the truest statistic you can ever come up with because it's reality.
Well, if God wanted me to fly, I'd have wings. That's the way I see it. I've never been on an airplane.
Ever?
Never want to be on an airplane.
I don't say that flying's bad.
I've even jumped out of airplanes.
I don't feel that flying's bad, but right now there's just too much. To me, there's just too much. There's too many possibilities.
I'm terrified to fly.
Well, look, maybe I can talk.
I mean, watch. We just watched that video not too long ago where some woman turns on a radio and 2 other girls get up and they all beat the hell out of each other on a plane. Like, I don't want to be trapped in a confined spot like that. That's like asking me to ride a Greyhound right now. I don't want to do that either.
Yeah, see, that's another
There's
thing.
some things I don't want to do. I don't want to sit in a theater in Conyers and have to fight with 2 women. I don't want to be trapped on the bus. I mean, I would just rather be myself, do what I want to do.
Yeah,
if I want to go to,
on the bus
if
before.
I want to go to Panama City, I'll just get in my car and go, or get on my motorcycle and go.
Yeah. Another thing that gets me not to want to get on a plane is I'm claustrophobic.
Alex, hold on, Alex. I only play my roulette with a Glock.
I never go first.
I never go first. I just, you know, I know I sound like I'm complaining, but I just want everybody to really think about this. You make decisions based on what you want, not what somebody else wants.
Right.
My only rule is my wife will not travel in an unsafe manner without me. That is my rule. If my wife wants to go with 5 women who I know can take care of themselves and go to Panama City, I know
Well, that's one
that
thing,
all
I mean.
these women know how to scream and knock the hell out of you. I know she will be okay, or at least I hope she's okay. But getting on a boat, I don't agree with that.
Right.
I mean, you know, we've seen video over the last couple of years of these boats that have capsized. We've seen the water filtration system stop. They've run out of gas. I mean, all these stupid things that have happened. I would rather not. I just rather not increase the odds, you know. Our odds are high enough when we ride together on that motorcycle. That's as high as the odds need to be.
Yeah, and it sucks. Travis is going with
I love my
y'all.
life too much.
Why does it suck that he's going?
Because
Travis
this
is
is-
screaming right now at his phone saying, "Shut up, Stephanie, don't ruin this for me."
Oh no, he gets to go out of town all
Because
the
now
time to work.
he's thinking she's gonna guilt Scott into telling me not to go.
He got to go to Metropolis to the Superman Museum. Now he's going to the Jack Daniels.
Travis is not going with me to have fun. The
Mhm.
roadie is being the roadie, and he
He's
is
driving the
only
van.
driving the van.
I don't get to go anywhere.
He is my roadie. I am sorry that he has a duty to fulfill.
Yeah, I don't
He is not going to have fun. I promise you.
He's working.
I will make sure I send you
It's
video.
a working trip.
That's right. It's a working trip. I will make sure I send you video of him not having fun. Travis, let's not video any of the good stuff.
Yeah. 'Cause I
He's
have to
giggling at the
stay-
phone right now going, she's fixing to screw this up for me. I just know it.
Nah.
No more Cheetos for you.
I'm used to it. Just me and Ashley, we'll go fishing. We'll get the boat. And
Well,
go
and
fishing.
Crystal's already said that all y'all should go do something while we're gone, you know?
Well,
I'm gonna go see her old tree.
Can't do.
I can't go. Do you think I'm gonna leave
She's-
Travis to watch Ashley?
Hello. She's
on.
not talking about going on a vacation while we're gone because, you know, we used to have this thing called a baby.
Mm-hmm.
And we've already learned that the babysitter wants to go on the girls' trip too. So
To the
that
baby.
means she can't do anything like a trip while we're gone. It would have to be 2 separate moments of time.
I still can't do that. I can't leave Ashley with
With Travis?
with Travis.
Is that dangerous? That scary?
Yeah.
that
plus,
bad?
Is it that bad was what I was trying to not to say, but I said.
but plus, who's gonna watch her while he's working?
That's true.
See? So
Well, I don't know. I just know she said that while we were gone, she was planning to just do something, you know.
oh yeah, I mean, like all of us girls could come over here and
Alex could go with us too. Alex could go in the van.
Oh, He can sleep with Mike.
No. I got a feeling. I just call it a gut feeling. I got a feeling, Mike. I know you might be listening, but I got a feeling Mike's gonna bail at the last point because he's done it before.
probably.
And I'm not trying to pick on Mike. I'm just speaking reality. Don't hate me, but I'm just speaking reality. I just have a feeling that at the last minute something's gonna come up. Mike's not gonna be able to go,
Yeah.
and then Travis will have to ride by himself, which Travis is okay with that.
At least you won't have some crazy old man hanging out of the van.
I thought David still not.
Well, but
knowing if
David
he's
would have to
going?
take time off of work, and that's the only thing that might mess him up. Which might be the same thing for Alex. I mean, Alex would just have to take depending on maybe get off early on a Wednesday and then take Thursday, Friday off in order to go with us. But if he wanted to go, it'd be kind of cool, you know. Like Raven's Renovation, my wife is going to Orange Beach with the girls. See, I don't want to sound like I'm telling my wife she can't do something, but she knows when it comes to certain things. There's just certain things she knows I don't feel comfortable with, and I just truthfully don't need her on a boat. And it's just, to me, it's a safety thing. Like, I wouldn't let her get on a boat or fly to Cozumel by herself. Like, who does that?
I know you said she can't leave the country, so the girls' trip can be a cruise to Hawaii.
There's no.
That's not leaving the country.
You're still leaving the
You're an
48.
idiot.
You're
You're still in the United States.
So's the Bahamas, you dumbass.
Nuh-uh, that's the Caribbean.
You're still leaving the 48 is what he's saying. The 48.
Abby, you're supposed to be on my side.
I understand what he's saying.
She's not made out with her cousin that I know of, so she'll never be on your side.
I will not ever. They're all from Alabama, so I don't claim them.
Stephanie, that's still getting on a ship.
Hey, it was worth a try.
It was worth it. Oh, yeah. I have no idea what to tell y'all about this woman. I really, truthfully don't. All right, look, we're going to get out of here. Oh, my gosh. We went over a little bit. I apologize for anybody that actually has a real job.
Jacob's like, hurry up. You're cutting into my work schedule.
Oh, your work schedule. What the hell work schedule do you got?
He's got to work on his
snooze time.
His music time.
Alex is like, I'm at work. Jacob's like, this cuts into my snooze and booze time. I just made that up. I don't even know that there is a snooze and booze. It just sounded good.
I'm going to throw this out here.
Speaking of booze, I'm playing some booze songs. What?
Who's going to be here tomorrow?
I don't know. I don't know what
Mike
tomorrow.
Mike is supposed to be here.
Supposed to be?
Yeah, because we talked about it because he and I are going to be going to Northside Hospital to donate. And with her calling tomorrow, I asked him if he would be here so that, you know, if he had any questions, he could talk to her too.
And Stephanie said if one person goes up there and donates, she's shaving her head.
I said 100.
I think no. Let me just say this: if you can even get one just for funner to go up and donate, you should do it to honor that.
Yeah, we'll go back.
Oh, I know.
I mean, you're talking. You're asking somebody. You're asking somebody to give up, you know, a couple of hours of their day, and I bet you it's going to be hard to get anybody up there to do that. I think you should at least honor that and get a mohawk for the. Like if the leapers go together, it's a straight ball, cut your head.
Well,
I mean hair.
And you know, and Jacob had asked how long was I going to do it for, and I got to thinking, and I was saying I was going to check with Nancy tomorrow until June 4th. That June 4th be the cutoff. That way, that gives somebody the rest of this month, the whole month of May, and then that last Saturday. June 4th would be the cutoff date because the one at Northside is actually open on Saturdays.
All I heard was blah, 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 blah. I still say shave your head.
Where's your cricket button?
It would take too
Seriously?
far to get to it.
I'm just kidding.
All right, we're going to get out of here. Everybody's just fun in the morning. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in.
Have a wonderful
This was
day.
almost like a Seinfeld moment. It was just like a show of nothing, but hopefully we made you giggle. Just listening to Stephanie explain stuff sometimes is worth giggling.
Well, you know, I put the challenge out there yesterday, and I'll do it again today. If we can get 100 people to donate your blood platelets, not only am I going to shave my head, but the roadie is going to shave
Okay,
the
so
mullet.
50 people gets one of his head shaved.
I think that's what she's saying, yes. 50
I mean, that's what it sounds like, 50 per person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And quit trying to mess up his trip, by the way.
I'm not trying to mess his trip up.
I think that's what you were doing. I think you were trying to guilt him into staying.
No.
He has to. He just isn't a choice. I need somebody to drive the. You think? Okay.
No,
Stephanie,
I'm not
would you
trying
really?
to guilt him.
Would you really think it would be actually safe to allow Mike to drive a van with a trailer in the mountains?
No.
I mean, you've seen that putt thing he drives, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It sometimes works and sometimes doesn't.
No.
It was smoking yesterday.
You know, we should call it the Wonder Wagon.
Wonder when it's going to work?
No, you wonder how it got there and how it's going to leave.
Oh.
All right, we're out of here. Everybody. It's just
picking
fun in the
Mike.
morning. We'll see you. I'm not.
Bye.
That's a heat that you drive. Everybody have a good day.
Bye, y'all.
Hey, he drives that thing by my house, and I think he's smoking skeeters.
Oh my gosh.
You get what that is, Stephanie?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I know.
You thought
I'm
I said
redneck. I know.
Yeah, but you thought I said smoking pee.
No, I did not. I heard you
I gotta
say
censor
smoking
that, but-
skeeters.
Okay. Got a skeeter on my. Okay, we'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.
You thought I said smoking Peters. Don't lie.
No.
All right, you guys. We'll see you later on video.
Bye.
Bye. Chow mein, like they say in China.